I was ready for a change, so moved to a bigger school in a bigger town.
And you get to come to Colby, and you have a little bit bigger class right out of the gate, and all-day kindergarten right out of the gate, which has to be a lot of fun. Tell us about how the year started.
Yes, at Natoma, I was only teaching a half-day preschoolers, but yes, at Colby it's all day. It was an adjustment for me. I'm getting used to it now. We did start out with nap time. The kids loved it, but they're to a point now where they don't need that nap time. They want to be moving around and doing something fun. So
it's funny how you fight it when you're young, and then you get old and you're like, God, I would kill for a nap.
Oh, I know, right? All the kids are like, do we have to take a nap? But I love naps too.
Yeah, but yeah, now they got so much going on and kind of settled in. It probably makes a big difference.
Yeah, they would rather work and do fun things than, of course, now it's Halloween stuff, than lay down and take a nap. So.
And that's kind of the fun thing. I think education at the kindergarten level in first and second grades is probably more fun than at any other level, because I think they learn so much more, and then also just being able to have fun with it. Like,
oh yeah, you see so much growth even in a couple months. Like they're doing so many more harder things than I did when I was in kindergarten, but it's crazy to see how much they grow from month to month and how much they learn.
Kind of interesting though, because it has changed a lot in education from back when we were kids to where we're at now. I mean, back when we were in kindergarten, it was basically your ABCs and
playing
to 10 and then playing.
Yeah, and I do incorporate playing. I think that's a big key in them moving around and having fun while they're learning. So we do have a playtime, but we do have very hard academic work time followed by free time play. So they enjoy it.
Yeah, you got to have that attention span.
You have to.
With the youngsters, and I think that's kind of fun. What is the funnest part with kindergarten kids?
I would say seeing how much they change from week to week, and their personalities. Of course, some of them say the funniest things, and it's just a joy to be around them. I mean, every day they're happy, and I have to be happy, and I love it.
Yeah, and I think that's the other cool thing about maybe the young kids too, because as you get older, it's like, I gotta go to school, or you know what I mean. It becomes more as you progress in what you're learning and the hardness, I guess, of it, or the when they're young, it's just fun to it's fun. My brother goes to school.
Yes.
I go to school, so I get
every day. I hope my kids say, yes, I get to go to school today, and most of them do say that. So I'm very happy with what I've done. What are
the goals now with kindergarten kids? And because we talked a little bit about learning more than maybe what we did when we were kids. So what are the goals, or what are they learning at the kindergarten level throughout the year?
The goal for them is to be reading by the end of kindergarten, and from what I hear, I haven't taught kindergarten before, but we will be reading by January. So that's the main goal, and of course, is for them to have fun. So,
which reading was like a first, second grade thing. When we were
for sure. And in kindergarten, they're learning by December, January. Yep.
Which is cool, though. I mean, again,
for sure.
The other thing, I guess, that's changed since we were young too, is technology, which becomes a huge factor, obviously, as you get older in school. But how much of that plays into kindergarten? I
do have a big Promethean board. It's like a huge TV in my room. We do a lot of dancing on that, to just dance. I think there's a video game out with that, but they love that. They do iPads every day. Not all of them are on iPads. We only have 10. We have to share them, but they are on the iPads a lot. They're on a program called iStation, and it's really academic, and it gets them to read and sound out words. Some of them like it. Some of them think it's boring, but they do get to be on the iPad, so...
again, something different.
Yes.
We had the little stuff like Miss Letter A or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I had an inflatable one that was at the back of the room.
Yeah. Now the technology makes a huge difference in that. Well, again, we appreciate you having you here in Colby. Hope you like it, and good luck with the youngsters.
Yes, thank you, and go Eagles.
As we continue with the Funk Optometry pregame show, we have a little extra note to add to our school spotlight this week. I got a chance to catch up with Athletic Director Lance Cranwitter at Colby High School and get his thoughts on how the fall sports have gone so far this year, and a little bit about football tonight and upcoming in the next year as the new district things come about. Again, here's Athletic Director Lance Cranwitter. But anyway, it's going to be cold tonight for high school football, but we encourage everybody to get out because that the Goodland group's coming over here.
Some rival team coming into town,
Might be a big game, and of course there's state playoff, but things on the line tonight.
So come on out, everybody. If you can find some coveralls or whatever.
Bring a blanket, you'll be fine.
Just don't mind the wind. We'll be out of the north, so the grandstand will protect us.
That's right. But a big night tonight for high school football. We're excited to see Coach McKinney and his crew out there and see if they can pick up a win and move on to the postseason. And things kind of the way it all played out, we're in the driver's seat. Obviously, I think in getting that number 2 spot in the district. A win, we're in. A loss by 9 or less, we're in. So that's kind of we won't talk about that part though. We'll forget about it. We're just going to win because beating Goodland makes the season anyway.
Right. Throw the records out, throw the implications out. It's Goodland, Colby, so it's a must-win regardless.
Sure. And it's been an interesting week with that too. We had some things missing from Denton Field that would love to have returned in their pristine condition.
Exactly. Just not making any accusations.
No. It's just in general, wherever it is.
Right. If anybody hasn't heard, the Eagle statue at Denton is missing, so we would appreciate it if it could be returned in its original form. So anyway, just put that out there.
Yeah, and that was again, something put up in honor of some long-time hardcore supporters of Colby Public Schools, and let's get that back. As the Kirschenbach family, huge supporters for a long time, and again, that was put up for them. And anyway, that being said, the game will get started tonight, and we hope everybody comes out in the tens. There's a lot of other things going on, though, Coach. We've talked about with sports kind of winding down here on the fall sports for the year.
Yeah, as usual, the school year's just flying by, along with the sports and the seasons that go in the fall. But just want to mention a few things. Tennis, we wound up the season a couple weeks back. We didn't have anybody qualify for state, but we were I guess you could say GWAC champs informally. We don't necessarily have a GWAC championship for tennis because not all the games have tennis, but we went undefeated in GWAC play, and we did have Madison Lemon move on to the second day, which is kind of considered the sub-state day. So making improvements all the time with girls tennis, cross country. We just finished up last weekend. Didn't have any state qualifiers. Boys and girls finished 9th as a team, but we did have Brittany Foss finishing 17th place, so that was top 20. Just about, I think she was 3 spots out of making the state. So, good job there, Coach Gersh, Coach Rasmussen, doing a good job there. Golf, we finished up with a couple of top 20 state placers, which they do receive medals. Natalie Orn and Riel Bangy both medaled at the state tournament a couple weeks ago. So good job to those folks, and Coach Rick Williams' future looks bright. We're going to get some summer programs going for all those sports, so we can get some more participation and some improvement. And then just last weekend, the volleyball team wrapped up their season, fell just a little bit short, lost a heartbreaker in the sub-state championship game to TMP Hayes, but finished up their season with a great record, 24-15 from 7-29 the previous year. So the kids did a real good job, and Jerry McKee has done a real good job with those kids too. So anyway, so just give a little rundown, and hopefully football, we'll be talking about this for a few more weeks. So.
And we're going to be talking about football a lot now because there's some changes coming up next year, and it's been talked about, it's been looked at a little bit, and it really kind of it's kind of weird, and it's going to be a big difference in what we've seen in the last few years, and that we're going to have 6 district games. The league changes quite a bit. We're one of the few teams that will have both Ulysses and Hugoton on the schedule, and I think Hugoton maybe was a little bit of a surprise. We knew Ulysses was going to be staying at 4A, but I didn't. Hugoton also ended up being in 4A as well, which kind of throws the league stuff into a screwy situation because of the way things will be played with 6 district games next year.
Right. Yeah, both Ulysses and Hugoton and Holcomb, their numbers stayed up high enough to have them qualified to be a 4A team in the next cycle for football, and just kind of get everybody up to speed with that. With the reclassification starting next year, we will go back to just 6 classifications with 8 and D1, D2, but then for all non-football, it'll just be 1 through 6A. So with Way going back to having a 12-man state championship, and that hasn't happened since 88, something like that, when they changed that over. So, but yes, we will play all the league schools in the next cycle. So we will have Ulysses on our schedule, and the schedule has been put out there on the website and on the Facebook page, so everybody can take a look at that. Got 4 home games, 4 away games, and they're pretty well split up, from almost every other week. So should be a pretty good schedule for us.
We'll look forward to it, and there'll be a lot of changes. We'll talk more about it in detail when we progress a little bit, and then, of course, next time you come in, we'll be talking winter sports, because the practice will be beginning soon on those. There you go. Well, Coach, I appreciate your time. Forward to watching the Eagles tonight, and we'll talk to you later.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Coach Lance Cranwitter of the Colby High School Eagles. Take a break. Back with more in just a minute.
When we come back, we'll check on all the other games taking place this week.
Dying is one of the few events in life that is certain to occur, yet one we are not likely to plan for. Hi, I'm Jason with Ballman Mortuary in Colby, Atwood, and Oakley. Pre-arranging your funeral service is a great way to make sure your family is taken care of, even after you're gone. At Ballman Mortuary, we'll help you plan ahead and make sure that your wishes are taken care of, from the type of service, monument, and casket you would like. We can set up pre-funding arrangements designed specifically for end-of-life needs. At Ballman Mortuary, we are dedicated to ensuring that your loved one's memories are cherished. See our website at ballmanmortuary.com today for more information.
No one knows farming and ranching better than Farm Bureau Financial Services. After all, our companies were founded more than 77 years ago to serve the unique needs of farmers and ranchers. Today, we're the #1 farm insurer in our territory, delivering smarter insurance for agriculture. Farm Bureau AgWise certified agent Dave Brown in Colby and Atwood can help you get customized, comprehensive coverage that meets your needs. Call David Brown in Colby and Atwood to schedule your personalized on-site super check today. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agriculture Insurance Company.
Quality workmanship and experience are just 2 of the things you will find when working with Stevens Construction for all your agricultural, commercial, and residential construction needs. They are your local Butler and Lester dealer and are ready to assist you in choosing the steel or wood frame building you have been looking for. They also specialize in overhead door sales and service. Stevens Construction has been in the business for over 40 years, so stop by today and see them on South Country Club Drive in Colby.
There's a good chance that you can't go a day without running into a Colby Community College grad. It's a good thing, too. Around here, our graduates process your payrolls, clean your teeth, supply your beef, care for the sick, and a lot more. And our students know that when they leave CCC, they'll be able to make a living by making your life better. Find out more at colbycc.edu. Colby Community College. Challenge. Create. Connect.
This is J.L. Evans, president of Western State Bank of Colby. Construction is underway on a future banking facility located on South Range across from the Colby Dillons. This new banking center will offer increased space to service our growing customer base, as well as a drive-up window, safety deposit boxes, better parking, and simply a more convenient location. With the investment of this new facility, we are making a commitment to Colby and the surrounding area. As we really would like to say thank you to our present customers and invite anybody to check out the products and services that we offer at Western State Bank of Colby. Member FDIC.
Cornerstone Ag is committed to the Northwest Kansas community because they're proud to be a part of it. At Cornerstone Ag, the staff works hard to be your local answer to all of your grain storage and handling needs, as well as a great local marketing resource. Their service is fast and friendly, with questions being answered on site by their professionals. During non-peak times, they can even assist you with pickup and delivery services. Cornerstone Ag, where local customer service is not just a priority, it's the only way they'll do business. Good evening and welcome to the Funk Optometry pregame show. The Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride. As we continue, time to take a look at our standings for the Greater Western Athletic Conference as well as district standings as of right now, headed into the week, and where the GWAC conference stands headed into that. Let's first look at the Greater Western Athletic Conference standings. Scott City running away with that this year. They are 8-0 on the season as they have won the GWAC. Holcomb 7-1, Colby 5-3 overall, Hugoton 3-5, Goodland 2-6, and Ulysses picked up their first win of the season last week. They got a win in district play, and who knows, if they get a win this week, they might move on. We wish them the best of luck. They are 1-7 overall on the year. Last week, Scott City, of course, defeated Goodland 28-0. Holcomb beat Pratt 19-14. Ulysses won over Winfield 29-14. And, of course, Colby winning over Concordia 32-14 here at home. So the district standings that we're concerned with headed into tonight's contest is our district, and that has Scott City. They are taking on Concordia tonight. Again, Scott City 2-0 in district play, and they have clinched that number one spot, and we'll have a home game in the first round of the playoffs and continue to be undefeated on the season. Colby and Goodland also going at it tonight. We're going to get Ross Volkmer's thoughts on the Goodland perspective from tonight's ball game coming up here in just a little bit, so stay tuned for that. As for the district standings, again, Scott City is 2-0. Colby is 1-1 in district play. Concordia 1-1 and Goodland 0-2. Now, the way things play out tonight, I guess if you look at it, you would think Scott City would continue to be undefeated with Concordia tonight, dropping them to 1-2 in district play. Colby can clinch it by going away with a win tonight, 2-1 over and go to 2-1. If they get a win over Goodland tonight, they would clinch the number 2 spot behind Scott City and have to go on the road in the first round of the playoffs. The Cowboys could still clinch that as well, though, tonight, as it all plays out. It goes to a point system. If they were to beat Colby tonight, that would leave Colby, Concordia, and Goodland all at 1-2. And with wins over each other, they couldn't go to the heads there. So, again, they would go to the 21-point tiebreak rule, which right now, Scott City's at plus 22. They'll continue to move on. Actually, they're at plus 42 with their 2 wins. And, again, they're not a factor in this right now as they've clinched the district. But you have Colby at -3, Concordia at -18, and Goodland at -22. And what does that mean? Basically, if you get the math done on it, Colby could lose by as many as 9 points tonight and still clinch the district, the second spot in the district. And move on to the postseason. So that's kind of how it sits coming in. But if Goodland were to beat Colby by 10 points or more, then Goodland would be the number 2 seed and move on. A lot of weird things at play here in the game tonight, but again, head-to-head is what you're looking for. Colby wants to get the win then. Here's what's going on. Other games from GWAC teams tonight, just to kind of get you up to date. Again, Colby and Goodland, South City and Concordia. Ulysses is at Wellington, and Holcomb and Hugoton go head-to-head tonight to wrap up that district this evening. So that's how things look there. Again, we got the Colby Eagles on the radio here tonight on 100.3 The Ride, taking on their arch rivals in the Goodland Cowboys. And you can hear the Cowboy broadcast on our sister station, the home of the Cowboys, U-Rock 102.5 with Ross Volkmer. And, of course, he always gives us a little update or a preview of the Goodland game. And I know it's Goodland and Colby tonight, and we're going to talk a lot about it from our perspective. But let's get the Cowboys' perspective on the broadcast headed into it tonight with a call from our sister station, U-Rock 102.5 in Goodland. Here's Ross Volkmer with a look at the Goodland perspective of tonight's game.
Tonight, a season that was dubbed the Revenge Tour by the senior class, and what has become a very unfortunate season of heartbreak for the Goodland Cowboy football team could come to an end, or it could continue. It really all depends on the mindset of the Goodland Cowboys and how they want to play their final regular season game here tonight at Colby. Mathematically, the Cowboys are still alive for the postseason. All they have to do is defeat Colby by at least 10 points to have a chance to go play Holcomb in the first round of the playoffs. It'll be the Cowboys' first time in the playoffs since 2013. If that's going to happen, the Cowboys' offense will need to be better than what it was last week, as it was held to a season-low 104 total yards, just 8 rushing yards and 96 passing yards against the number 1 team in the state, Scott City. But GHS had its opportunities and did not capitalize. Had a lot of drop passes, a couple of them that could have gone for touchdowns. And the run game could not get going due to the O-line playing a new left tackle and in all 3 guys who combined for just 8 total starts. If Goodland can replicate the Concordia game offensively, where they were able to throw the football around the yard and run it effectively, they can be very successful. Cowboys also got to be really good about penalties, where they have struggled with that all season long, but last week only 4 penalties for 40 yards. The Cowboy offense this week gets tight end Devin Jipping back, and so look for senior quarterback Levi Archer who could eclipse 4,500 career passing yards tonight, to look for him and his favorite target, Dawson Raymer, who leads the team with 8 receiving touchdowns. As for the Goodland Cowboy defense, they're coming off one of their worst performances of the season as well, allowing a season-high 512 total yards and 419 yards on the ground to Scott City. But the problem mostly was poor tackling. Goodland was in the right spots, and for the most part, the Goodland D has been something this team has hung their hats on, less than 300 yards per game, but has also allowed about 190 yards per game on the ground, which is not good going against a Colby offense who has 2 really solid backs. The Cowboys hope to get a couple of turnovers tonight, where they've been really good this season with 20 on the year and are +6 in the turnover margin. A couple of Goodland Cowboys to watch for tonight is senior linebacker Lucas Wood, who leads the team in tackles with 55 on the season, as well as senior defensive back Dawson Raymer, who leads the team with 5 interceptions. A major key tonight for the Goodland Cowboys is getting off to a fast start, a lot like what the Colby Eagles need to do. The Cowboys, in their 2 victories this year, at Ray as well as home versus Ulysses, got off to fast starts and came away with big victories at the end. They also got off to a fast start at Concordia, but ended up losing that contest in the final seconds, 20-19. Reporting on the Goodland Cowboys, I'm Ross Volkmer.
Thank you, Ross. Should be fun. Lots on the line. We'll have the contest with the starting lineups coming up here in just a minute, and kickoff on the way. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby Football on 100.3 The Ride. We're with Dr. Sam Funk of Colby, Atwood, and Hoxie, and he has the next 30 seconds to tell you all the services he provides. Go.
Comprehensive eye exams for everyone in the family. Diagnosis and management of all types of eye diseases, including glaucoma, cataracts, macular degeneration, and diabetes. 24/7 emergency eye care. Red eye diagnosis and management. Vision therapy. Contact lens fitting and management will help you find the correct ones for you. Glasses of all sorts, including sunglasses, bifocals, no lines. Options for laser surgeries. I do all the pre- and post-op care and get you to the right person for the job. We can repair and adjust your current glasses.
And time. For more information, see Dr. Sam Funk in downtown Colby, Atwood, Hoxie.
Hello, this is Rock Bedore with Homeland Realty and Auction in Colby. The local market is very strong, and we are aggressively out looking for ag land listings. We are geared up to handle your land sales by private treaty or public auction. With 30 years of experience, I am very passionate about my work and willing to offer the expertise that you deserve. Stop by our office at 1055 South Range here in Colby, or give us a call at 785-462-8255. It is truly a good time to sell. Homeland Realty and Auction, where we still offer good old Western hospitality.
This is Brent with Farmers Merchants Bank, wanting to take the time to sincerely thank everyone who shops and does business local. As the only locally chartered Colby Bank, we understand the commitment and importance of keeping your money local to help grow the community. We'd like to thank all the businesses and farmers for all their hard work and patronage. If you're not one of our customers and thinking of change, think of us and see the difference a local bank makes. We have our roots where other banks only have their branches. We're stable, secure, your community bank. Farmers and merchants together, making a difference. Member FDIC.
Losing a loved one can be the most difficult experience you ever go through. But at Kirstenbrock Funeral Chapel, we are ready to ease your burden during your time of grief. We serve all of Northwest Kansas and offer reliable and professional services, including funerals, monuments, and memorial products. Contact Kirstenbrock Funeral Chapel at 785-462-7979 and let us help you through your loss. That's 785-462-7979 or online at kirstenbrockfuneralchapel.com.
Everyone deserves to feel good inside, and the experts at McKee Incorporated know how to make you feel good inside your home with indoor comfort systems that are inside your budget. Get up to a $1,600 rebate on a qualifying new Lennox system that will keep your comfort up and your utility bills down. Call McKee Incorporated, 785-462-3132, 785-462-3132. For McKee Incorporated.
Can't live without your cell phone, but tired of the fees, overages, and expensive bills? We could all live without that. Maybe it's time to switch to Nextech Wireless. Save up to $60 a month with plans like our new Unlimited Everything Lite. Get 2 lines with unlimited talk, text, and data for only $100 a month. That's 2 lines, unlimited data, only $100. It's time to say goodbye to your carrier and say hello to something better. Nextech Wireless.
Our coaches' interviews tonight brought to you by Adams Bank and Trust in downtown Colby. See Adams Bank and Trust for all your banking needs. Welcome back to the Funk Optometry pregame show. The Eagles on Radio and 100.3 The Ride. We're joined by the head coach of the Colby Eagles, Reese McKinney, as we get set for tonight's home contest and the final game of district play. And the Goodland guys are here tonight. them. But let's talk first, Coach, a little bit about last week. I thought, a really good football game put together by your kids from start to finish. I thought they played one of their best games of the season and got things done, took care of business as they needed to against Concordia.
Yeah, they did. Concordia is a good team. They listened all week long to the advice. Still pushing, play whistle to whistle every down, 4 quarters, and they heeded the call. I thought they played great against a really good Concordia team.
Yeah, and again, it's kind of you're in that postseason stretch of things where you had to have a win last week for any chance to move on in postseason play, and like I said, kind of going out and took care of business and got it done, and put yourself in a situation this week where your fate's in your own hands.
Yeah, win again and we're in. We lost last week; it was over. They had that their backs against the wall last week, and we made it through that challenge. And then this week's another one. So,
we had that stretch there in the middle of the season where it just really got banged up. The good news for your team is that you've over the last few weeks are starting to get more and more healthy, and that couldn't come at a better time for you.
Yeah, it's that time of year everyone's banged up. It's a big deal on who's left, who's at full health, and how deep your roster was to begin with. And those 3 middle games in the middle of the year where we had a rough outing with guys injured, they're all starting to come back. So, we're getting healed up at the right time. Hopefully make a push for the playoffs.
Well, that push has to start tonight. Goodland in town, and anytime, and I know this is your first time through this rivalry, but it's a rivalry game, and you've had them at other places. And anytime you have Goodland into town, it's you throw records out, you throw everything out, and you get ready for a war because it's always going to be a good matchup. And this Goodland team, the record may not be stellar, but there's 17 seniors. They got a very capable quarterback, and at one point in time, we're a top 5 ranked team in the state. So you can't look past them by any stretch of the imagination. And like I said, that rivalry game, you got to be ready to go tonight.
Oh yeah, and they've had a few issues throughout the year. You watch them on film; they've made a few mistakes here and there, but they're big, they're fast, athletic. They put it all together for one game, which I would assume they would for a rivalry game. You're right; it's going to be a war, a 4-quarter war tonight to see who goes to the playoffs and see who's done. So I've instilled that all week. This is not gonna. The 2-16 is not gonna beat the team that shows up.
Yeah, and again, I don't think it's one of those weeks where you have to have any extra motivation. It's one of those where a lot of seasons over the past. Well, we beat Goodland. That's always the good thing when you can say that with that rivalry week. But you go into this tonight, and there is a lot at stake, though, in this game against Goodland, as we talked about earlier. A win and you're for sure into the playoffs. And then if you lose, there's some numbers in there, but we don't even want to talk about that. It's taking care of your business tonight. As you look at Goodland, we talk about them as a solid team. What do you see out of them on tape, and what do you guys have to do on both sides of the ball?
Well, like I said, they're big. So up front, we're going to have to use good technique, stay low, and drive them big guys around. We're going to have to work them over for 4 quarters. We're not going to be able to just let them take breaks. If we take breaks, they get a rest, and then they're good. They'll be better longer. We got to stay disciplined both sides of the ball, do our job, trust the man next to us to do his. And then, like I said, whistle to whistle for 4 quarters, because that's what it's going to be tonight, a war. So they're prepared for it. They're ready for it. I think it's going to be a good show.
I do too, Coach. It's always going to be a fun game when these two teams go head-to-head, and I look forward to seeing this one tonight, again back at home at Denton Field, and pick up a win and move on to next week in a playoff game, and who knows, right?
Yeah. Playoffs are kind of like rivalries. You'll never know what's going to happen. So.
Well, the good news, I think your team is really kind of peaking at the right time of the season. I don't even think they're there yet, but they've been progressing in the right direction, and it'll be fun to see it all come together and get a win tonight. Coach,
I hope so.
I appreciate your time. Good luck tonight. We'll catch you after the contest.
Yep, I'll see you then.
And that's Coach Reese McKinney of the Colby Eagles, back with more of the pregame show in just a minute.
Wouldn't it be great if you could easily monitor your teen's debit card use to help them learn how to budget? Check out the new card alerts and controls in the Adams Bank & Trust mobile app. You can set spending limits, control the regions in which they use their card, and even the types of merchants where their card will be accepted. Check out the new card management features in our mobile app today. Just another way we're leading the way with better banking. At Adams Bank & Trust, member FDIC. Message and data rates may apply.
Northwest Kansas Decorating Center in Colby would love to talk to you about cabinetry. You see, for over 42 years now, they have been designing and installing custom cabinetry throughout the area. When you've done something that long, you tend to learn a few tricks that not only save your customers time and money, but help make what would otherwise be a stressful process an enjoyable one. When you're ready to make the investment in new cabinetry, come to Northwest Kansas Decorating Center in Colby, get a free estimate, and let them put their tricks of the trade to work for you. And remember, from flooring to cabinetry and more, it's Northwest Kansas Decorating Center, West 4th Street in Colby.
Did you know that your body contains over 40 billion working parts and the nervous system acts as a communication speedway? Sometimes there's no warning when a problem is ahead, and a chiropractor can help determine if there's any interference in this great nerve network. In most cases, chiropractic care can eliminate the cause of your pain. Call Northwest Kansas Chiropractic at 460-0332. That's 460-0332. Or visit us online at nwkchiro.com. I'm Dr. Griggs, inviting you to stop by and see us and start feeling better today.
Let me ask you something. Are you still using that old couch or recliner from when you graduated college? Is the bed that you've had since you were first married starting to concave, causing you and your partner to roll into one another? If you said yes or even had an inclination, then it's time to go to Office Works and Home Furnishings in Colby, where they offer the best in home decor in Northwest Kansas. There they have the always comfortable Serta beds, a Lazy Boy Comfort Studio, the only one in the region, as well as a great selection of flooring from Shaw and Mohawk. Update your home today with Office Works and Home Furnishings in Colby. They also do office supplies as well.
Pizza Hut in Colby, Kansas is the place to explore flavor. Whether it's classic flavor like pepperoni, meat lovers, or super supreme, or something less traditional like the cherry pepper bombshell, the cockadoodle bacon, or nearly a dozen flavors of Wing Street wings. Pizza Hut in Colby, Kansas has your flavor tonight. Stop by for the amazing lunch buffet, dine in anytime, or call 462-8206 for delivery. Pizza Hut in Colby, Kansas. That's the flavor of now.
Welcome back to the Funk Optometry pregame show. The Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride. Time now for our keys to the ball game tonight as we head into district play. Thomas Whelan joins me in the booth. And Thomas, big week for Colby. And I think, you're coming in off of last week, which was kind of the first do-or-die football game for Colby. Going back and looking at it, I thought it was one of the most complete games we've played on the season. There wasn't a lot of penalties. There wasn't a lot of errors in the game. I played pretty solid on both sides of the ball all the way through, with the exception of a few big plays here and there. Getting that win, again, huge confidence booster, kind of getting things back on the right track. And on the other end of it, also getting healthy, which we've been struggling with through the middle part of that season, and got through the game without any more significant injuries. And really, talking to Coach, a lot of the kids are back this week. A lot of them are healthy for the first time in a long time. Not saying that they're 100% by any stretch of the imagination, but doing better. I think one of the things is a lot of these kids just maybe aren't in shape right now because maybe they've played in the games, but they really haven't practiced a whole lot due to injury. So, but all in all, positive. Carter Stanley's back this week, that kind of stuff. We saw that last week with a lot of the kids starting to get healthy. We also saw, those few weeks out weren't a bad thing necessarily either, because a lot of those young kids got time and more varsity experience so that they're ready to step in and spell some of these other kids when they need them. Goodland tonight. and I could probably just end with that. Both of us being CHS graduates, we know how important the Goodland game is and how up for that game the kids tend to be going into it every single season. And tonight will be no exception to that. Goodland's going to be fired up. Colby's going to be fired up. Records won't matter that much. The game should be great, and there's a lot on the line. Both of these teams, believe it or not, can still go to the to postseason play, be that number 2 seed. Colby with a win, guaranteed to go in. And actually the Eagles could lose by as many as 9 and still get in, but any more than that, then it's the Cowboys. They get to go on to the postseason. So there's a lot riding on this game for both teams, which should make for a very fun matchup. Exactly right. End of the season, going to end it off with that battle between rivals, and I guess we go into this a little bit too, and there's a lot of expectations out of this Goodland team when the season started, and it's kind of a scary one because you look at their record and they're 2-6, and you kind of look at it like, well, they're 2-6, we should go in here and win this, but I think people forget that this was a team ranked 4th in the state in the preseason polls. They've got 17 seniors. They've got a 4-year starter back at quarterback. They have a lot of things going for them. They have got in their own way a lot on the season, and it's one of those teams that, and I know because it's Colby Goodland, you don't necessarily overlook them, but you still got to go into that with, boy, you better forget about what that record is. Yeah, and this is going to be a big game defensively, really, for Colby. I think the Eagles are going to have the opportunity to put points on the board tonight if they run their offense like they normally do. Not taking anything away from the Goodland defense, but it's one of those that's it's a strength of Colby. But defensively is going to be a test tonight because this is a team like you talked about. They got. They'll have 4 wide receiver sets, spread it out the entire game, and they'll make you cover them. And a guy that's capable of delivering, but on the other side of it, he's also capable of running and has run for, I think, 700 yards on the season. So you have to also worry about containing Archer in that backfield as well. And it's going to be a big test for the defensive ends tonight. Yeah, and I think that may be part of the game plan tonight too. Is if he has time to sit back there and throw the football, he's going to be very dangerous. But I think it's one of those you have to pressure him, but also worry about your containment with him too, which makes it sometimes difficult as a defensive lineman. As we look at this, Thomas, though, let's go in. I guess at this point in the season. We go into almost every game we talk about, you can't have turnovers and big plays and fumbles and all that kind of stuff. And I think that goes without saying at this point. But I think, and you saw it maybe a little bit last week too, is the Eagles are starting to peak at the right time. Things came together last week without the penalties and that kind of stuff and really kind of looked like a solid football team. I'm not by any stretch saying that we've peaked yet or hit our max potential, but going in the right direction right now, and I think that's going to be key in tonight's game is having that confidence. And then with a Goodland team like this tonight, and we've seen it from the Eagles all season long, we get up early in games, we do extremely well, and that's where we maybe need to get out in this contest tonight is get out and score early. Hopefully we can get out to a good start tonight. One of the other factors that's going to play into this a little bit, and it's weird to say this at this point in the season, but we're going to have a cold weather game. We're going to be looking in the 30s. There's going to be a breeze. Really, it's going to be very chilly weather, which, I mean, obviously that's football weather, but it's not something we've dealt with this season, really. I did have the rainy game in Norton, but it wasn't overly cold that night. That's going to be another factor in the game tonight a little bit, is that ball kind of gets slick and hard when it's cold, and those hits sometimes hurt just a little bit more than normal. Yeah, so we'll see if that becomes a factor in the game tonight. But because again, turnovers become just disastrous in games like this when you got offenses that can put points on the board in a hurry. Should be a fun football game tonight. I'm looking forward to it. Again, Colby versus Goodland. You can't. I mean, it's going to be. It's always going to be a good game when those two teams go head to head, and we're going to find out who the team that gets to go to the postseason will be after the ball game tonight. And again, this one will be a big factor in deciding that. And win, and Colby's in for sure. Loss, they can maybe get by with they can get by with a 9-point loss or less and still move on to the postseason. But winning's what you're looking for tonight, and putting the season away on a positive note. So we'll see what happens as we're just moments away from kickoff. We'll take a look at starting lineups coming up here in just a little bit as we continue with the Funk Optometry pregame show. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby football on 100.3 The Ride.
The Colby Free Press brings residents of Thomas County news, pictures, and commentary on the happenings, issues, and events that impact the lives of residents of Thomas County. The Colby Free Press is informative and affordable. The Colby Free Press is a local daily newspaper that has earned a great reputation for journalistic excellence and extensive knowledge of the local communities of Colby, Rexford, Brewster, and surrounding communities.
You have a name, so the next time you travel to that big city mega monster sporting goods store, ask them if they know your name.
Well, give me a minute.
Ask them if they know Northwest Kansas and the tri-state area.
Northwest where? Is that by Wisconsin or something? You know what, I'm only part-time here anyway.
Now visit the Sports Shop in Colby.
Good morning, Sally. Looks like a promising year for the Eagles.
The Sports Shop offers the same great variety and selection as the mega super-duper sporting goods stores, but they're small enough to remember your name, your school mascot, solve problems, and answer questions. The Sports Shop in Colby.
With the success of the Case IH Steiger Quad Track and Magnum Road Track tractors, it's no secret why Case IH is the leader of the track. So it wasn't surprising when the competition started imitating us. But only Case IH offers a 5-axle design to give you a smoother ride and more power to the ground with less burning and compaction. Still, we're flattered. In fact, if we weren't already red, we'd be blushing. To learn more, visit caseih.com/tracks.
Help your body to heal properly with the professionals at Tina Harris Physical Therapy in Colby. Tina and her highly skilled therapists offer the best care possible, whether it's getting you back to 100% after an accident or just helping you reach your peak performance in your active lifestyle. Set up an appointment by calling her office at 785-462-8008. That's 462-8008. Tina Harris Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine Center at 270 North Franklin in Colby. Live your life without physical limitations and pain.
I'm Assistant Principal Chris Gardner, and this is another edition of Gardner's Go-Getters. Today I have...
Riker Wildeman.
And what grade are you in?
3rd grade.
And what is your favorite movie?
Probably, I don't know.
Okay. What is, do you have any brothers and sisters?
I have 2 brothers.
2 brothers.
And a foreign exchange student.
There we go. And do you have a favorite sports team?
Kansas City Chiefs.
It's not the Oakland Raiders.
No.
No, it's the Kansas City Chiefs?
Yes.
Do you have a favorite player?
Tyreek Hill.
And do you have, is there anything that you can tell me that you've done to trick your brothers lately?
No.
No, okay. Who's your teacher?
Mrs. Armbooker.
And what's your favorite subject in school?
PE.
And have you learned anything really new this year in school?
Yeah.
What is it?
Learn how to math.
Or on math? Good. Last question. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Kansas City.
And why?
Because I like that city.
All right. Thank you, Riker.
With High Plains Co-op, it's great to know that the more things change, the more things stay the same. High Plains Co-op with locations in Hoxie, Dresden, Grainfield, Gem, Halford, Park, Selden, and in Levant. They're here to give you the service you deserve. High Plains Co-op is available for your grain, fuel, and feed needs. Check out their website at highplainscoop.com for up-to-date markets. Standing with you is High Plains Co-op.
ServiceMaster in Colby, Kansas wants you to know that your carpet is like a huge air filter, trapping dust mites, pollen, bacteria, and every time you walk across your carpet, you stir those things up in the air, and you and your family are breathing all that in. It can irritate your lungs, complicate asthma, even make you sick. But for more than 50 years, ServiceMaster Clean has been serving both residential and commercial customers. The pros at ServiceMaster will do whatever it takes to make sure you and your family live in a happy, healthy, clean home. Call ServiceMaster at 785-462-3423 to get started today. Your family is worth it.
Ram Power Days at Colby Dodge. Take advantage of discounts up to $10,250 off MSRP on new 2017 Ram 1500s. We have a great selection of Ram trucks in stock, equipped with popular packages to meet your needs, such as the Laramie, Rebel, and Tradesman, and Express. Stop by and visit with a salesperson and see which package suits your needs. Visit us in person at exit 53 I-70, Colby, Kansas, or online at colbydodge.com.
Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?
Yeah, I'll take a small Coke.
And I'll have a large, please. You know, you can get any size Coke for just $1, right?
So, a small Coke is just $1?
Uh-huh.
And a large is just $1?
Yes. Are you guys okay?
You just blew our different size minds. Sorry, he got excited again.
It's nice getting any size bang for your buck. So come into McDonald's and get an ice-cold, delicious any size Coke for just $1. A la carte only. Price and participation may vary.
Welcome back to the Funk Optometry pregame show. The Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride. Time to take a look at the starting lineups tonight. Brought to you by the good folks at Farm Bureau Insurance. Your local agent Dave Brown with offices in Colby and Atwood, Kansas. Stop in and say Dave Brown for all of your insurance needs. Farm Bureau Insurance bringing you this check of the starting lineups tonight on 100.3 The Ride. For the Goodland Cowboys, it'll look like this tonight. A fairly senior-laden group, again, 17, I think, on their roster, which is just an absolute ton. So they're senior-laden in that starting lineup. On the offensive line, 3 seniors and 2 juniors, starting with left tackle Jarrett Nash, a senior. Landon Ricks will get to start at left guard. He's a junior. Giant Volk will get to start tonight at center, a junior for the Cowboys. Blaine Cedarstrom will get to start at right guard. He's a senior. And Jeff Macias will get to start at right tackle. He wears number 70, also a senior for the Cowboys. They like to spread things out. They'll run 4 wide receiver sets the majority of the ball game tonight. So we'll take a look at those 4 wide receivers that we'll see in the starting lineup, although we'll see a lot of other kids rotating throughout the ball game tonight. Dawson Raymer, their leading receiver on the season. He has 44 catches for 726 yards and 8 receiving touchdowns on the year. Raymer wears number 1. He's a senior. Will start at wide receiver. Also starting will be Lucas Wood, 17 catches, 253 yards receiving on the season and 1 touchdown. He wears number 35. He's a senior at wide receiver. Evan Peter will get the start and does a little crossover work into the backfield as well. Peter has 3 catches, 63 yards on the season at wide receiver with 1 receiving touchdown. Also has 35 carries for 158 yards and 2 TDs on the ground. Whereas number 22, Evan Peter, a senior. Also starting at wide receiver and getting some time at running back will be Brant Mole. He is a senior, 6 catches for 36 yards on the season, 8 rushes for 55. He wears number 21, Mole, a senior. At halfback will be Dawson Ensign. Ensign 44 catches for 44 rushes, I should say, for 1,914 yards on the season. Averages 24 yards per game on the year. Or per carry on the season. He got 1 touchdown as well on the year. And then you go to, he has 44 carries for 191 yards on the season. He has 4 yards per carry, 24 yards per game, 1 touchdown. Dawson Ensign, number 33, a senior. And Levi Archer, the senior at quarterback, talented young man, 86th passes completed out of 161 attempts on the season, 1,354 yards he's thrown for on the season. And, again, he averages about 170 yards per game, has 12 passing touchdowns. He's thrown 5 interceptions. He's also ran 154 times for 678 yards rushing on the year. Levi Archer, number 2 starting quarterback for the Goodland Cowboys, also a senior. And that's how the starting lineups look for the Goodland Cowboys. We'll talk about the Colby starters coming up in a little bit. You're listening to the Funk Optometry pregame show on the Eagles on Radio on 100.3 The Ride. Kickoff is coming up next.
This time of the year can get a little stressful on your finances. If you're in the need for any type of loan, come in and talk to their local grown loan officers at the People's State Bank. They live in this area, so they know this area. They pride themselves on getting you the fastest response possible. Since most of them have been in business or have come off the farm, they really do know the local ag economy. They want to take this time and thank you for your patronage at the People's State Bank, with locations in Colby, Oakley, Hoxie, Goodland, and McDonald. The People's State Bank, member FDIC.
For one-stop shopping in Colby, Kansas, don't forget about Colby's Walmart. Walmart in Colby has a great selection of grocery items in the store. From meat to macaroni, they've got it in the grocery department of Walmart. And, of course, all the latest movies on DVD or Blu-ray, as well as your favorite PlayStation or Wii games. Walmart in Colby also has clothes, dog food, and, of course, the pharmacy there to serve you as well. Walmart of Colby, proud to be part of the community and proud to support local high school student-athletes. For all your one-stop shopping, it's Walmart in Colby.
Taco John's, master of tacos, has officially mastered nachos. We call them new sirloin steak nachos, a meal-sized stack of fresh-made tortilla chips topped with creamy poblano queso and hand-carved cuts of juicy sirloin steak. Each bite is loaded with so much steak, you'll agree, we nailed it. They're so epic, you might as well start calling us Nacho Johns, because new sirloin steak nachos aren't just a game changer, they're a name changer. Well, we aren't really going to change our name, but you get the point. Crush the all-new sirloin steak nachos, only at Taco John's.
Taco John's in Colby.
Hi, I'm Ashley Rail from Farm Credit of Western Kansas, your local multi-peril and crop hail agent. We can help you protect your investment in this season's crop with a risk management plan that's right for your farming operation. A plan that can help you weather the storms that come your way this season. Call Farm Credit in Colby at 800-657-6048. Ask how we can help you with a crop insurance plan that makes sense for your operation. This entity is an equal opportunity provider.
It's time for kickoff. With the call of tonight's ball game, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Whelan.
Well, good evening and welcome to Denon Field in Colby, Kansas, as we're set for kickoff tonight. The Colby Eagles getting set to take on the Goodland Cowboys. Thomas Whelan joining me in the booth as we get set for kickoff, Thomas. And it's balmy here in the booth. Kind of nice, actually. 32 degrees outside, though, at kickoff tonight, so we're right at freezing. Winds died down out of the north at about 7 miles per hour. That's the good thing for Colby fans. It's out of the north, so the stands are blocking it for the Eagle fans. A little bit of that wind. But the Goodland, I mean, that's, go on the road, you got to face the wind, too. But, yeah, nice night for high school football. It's chilly, but this is football weather. And we really haven't had it all year long. We've kind of been lucky and had extremely nice weather.
Yeah, we've been extremely fortunate. Tonight came in. It's going to be cold, but we'll be prepared for it.
Cowboys getting set to kick off to start the ball game tonight. Good crowd on hand for both towns. Good about the band, too. Got everybody here. The Cowboys will be kicking things off here to start the ball game. Colby won the toss and chose to receive. Cowboys, I don't like these uniforms. I think they're kind of ugly. They're in the brown pants with white tops. And it's an onside kick to start the game. Fair catch called for and made by the Eagles after 40. And that is Branham that pulled it in for Colby. And the penalty flag is down. We may have had offsides on the Cowboys. Goodland has hurt themselves with onside kicks on the season. It's an inopportune time. Now they're going to kick it again because it was offsides. And you can't decline an illegal procedure because it's prior to the snap. Cowboys will get set to kick it away again now. This time kicking from the 35-yard line. We'll see what they do. Heady play, though, by Brandon, too, and calling the fair catch. They will do it again, a little angle kick. As that gets down and is picked up on the run by Rosales, who's knocked out of bounds at about the 35-yard line of Colby. So actually lost about 5 yards on that. And it is Eagle football to start the ball game.
Good play by Isaac Rosales. Guy kick from Goodland goes behind the head of Mason Wright. Can't get turned around on it. Ball bounces. Rosales picks up on the bounce for the Eagles.
Carter Stanley end of the field for Colby. Nice to see him back in the lineup. He will line up on the left side along with Shippers. Rosales is split wide to the right side. We have 3 receivers bunched to the left. And Stapp in motion from left to right. Hart to throw on first down, out into the flats. Ball dropped by Stapp. Couldn't pull it in there. Going to bring up 2nd and 10. He had some room to run.
He did have some room. I think that's what happened to him. Ball thrown a little bit behind him and turn around. And he got thinking about what was he going to do with the ball after the catch.
And you know, we talked about this a little pregame. It's one of the cold weather things you run into is that ball gets hard and slick. And it makes it tough to hang on to, especially to catch it. Stapp in motion to the left side, handoff Shippers on the left side of scrimmage. And Jordan's going to pound his way forward. After about the 40-yard line, he'll get 4, maybe 5 yards here on 2nd down. It'll bring up 2nd and 5. They'll spot him right at the 40-yard line.
Been coming that motion that ran a lot the last couple of weeks on that quick pitch, that arc motion in the backfield. This time it's Stapp. They hand it off to Shippers down up the middle.
Eagles will send Shippers from left to right. He'll line up on the right side, Hart to throw on 3rd down. Out of the flats again, this one pulled down by Stapp, who turns the corner, has the first down and more as he's drug out of bounds. Shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Gain of, give him 8. First down, Colby.
Good flat route by Calvin Stapp out of the backfield. Zach Hart puts it on the money. He's able to string it out for a first down.
Stanley and Shippers split to the left side. Rosales and Branham to the right side. Stapp in the backfield. The Eagles quickly to the line of scrimmage. Branham in motion from right to left. Here's the Stapp, and it's that quick pitch on the outside to Stapp. Stapp turns the corner. Out the field, breaks some tackles. He's got the first down and more across midfield to the 38-yard line of the Cowboys. A gain of 12 on first down. And another first down for Colby. We'll spot him at the 48.
Nice pitch play. Calvin Stapp walked straight up front. Big Aaron Kurtz getting up there to 2nd level. Cowboys leaving him uncovered.
Stanley and Shippers left side. Rosales, Stapp to the right. Here's the snap, Hart to throw. Looking to his right side, has a man in and out of the hands of Rosales. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 to go. Not a bad pass, a little behind Rosales, but a catchable ball.
Yeah, it was. And that could really go to anybody across the board. Goodland's giving them pretty deep cushion on the receivers, and Rosales just isn't able to bring in the deep pitch route on the sideline.
Double tight end set, diamond formation. The snap is high, and Hart's going to just take off running to the left side. Hart, there's a nice gain here. He's going to be drugged down. We'll see where they spot it, but it looks like he may even have the first down. Broken play, but Hart makes something out of nothing. Good job of sticking with that snap to begin with. It was all over his head and caught it about 3 different times before he finally pulled it in securely. And they're going to spot him just short. 3rd down and about a yard, not even a full yard to go. Shipper's going to line up to the left side. Snap to the right side. Hart has a pistol, double tight in front of him. And this will be Branham up the middle on the carry. The big guy gets the first down for Colby as he gains about 3 inside the 30-yard line to the 28 of Goodland. And a nice opening possession here for Colby.
Colby comes out in ace formation out of the pistol, running a little zone read. And it's a give to Branham up the middle. They will pick up the first down and keep the chains moving.
Eagles are 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left, empty backfield. Hart gets the snap, has time, looks to his right side, throws, and this one nearly intercepted. A good job by the Cowboys on the coverage that time, coming in front of there. and knocking the ball away intended for Stapp.
35, Lucas Wood out there in the flat. As Calvin Stapp, number 2 receiver, runs a speed out. This time Zach tries to hit him again, and Wood jumps the route.
Good coverage by the linebacker. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. We're going to have motion to the right side as well from Colby. Option play, Hart going to keep it himself up the middle, and gets it across the 25-yard line, gain of about 4, maybe 5 on the play. Going to bring up third down again for the Eagles.
Good read by Zach Hart. Got the option play going to the outside. Goodland's got it strung out. He cuts it up inside where he sees a hole. They will get a few yards in the play.
Made a quick decision, too, on that one.
Yeah, 1 foot in the ground, go like a zone cut.
Stanley to the left side for Colby. Eagles will have 3 players bunched to the right side, 1 back in the backfield out of the pistol for Hart. Zach gets the snap, looking to his right side, throws, and completes it to Shippers. Shippers down near the 20-yard line. He's only going to get a couple of yards. It'll bring up 4th down for the Eagles in a big play upcoming here. Good open field tackle there by the Cowboys to not allow Shippers to get yardage after the catch. Cowboys are leaving that big cushion you talked about, Thomas, but they're closing fast.
They are closing, especially now because the only thing we've thrown at them is a speed out, and look for that to start opening up some other things as they start jumping the speed out.
Double tight end setting, back into that diamond formation. Hand off Shippers right side. Has blockers in front of him. Barrels his way to the right side into the end zone. Touchdown as he dives for the pylon. The Eagles are on the board first with 8:21 to go in the opening quarter of play. Shippers takes it in from 21 yards out.
A nice stretch play by the Eagles out of that diamond set. That gets you a lot of lead blockers up front with Tucker Branham and Calvin Stapp up there, a couple of them giving them some key blocks.
Patient running too by Shippers, just kind of following those blockers and then making the break for the corner. As Bros gets set for the extra point. Snap is high, and this kick is not going to be good. Bros kind of had to hustle. The timing was off on the high snap. Good job by Wilderman to get the ball down, but again, it ends up in the incomplete on the conversion. 6-0. Colby on top. 8:21 to go first quarter. Back with more of the Eagles on the radio in just a minute.
Don't just insure your stuff, strut your stuff with Strut Insurance Services. Darvin and his professional agents at Colby and Brewster represent a wide variety of insurance companies. They can personally shop for a specific company and policy that offer you the absolute best coverage for the best price on most anything you own. Auto, motorcycle, home, crop, farm. If it has a value to you, they can cover it. Strut Insurance Services is locally owned and operated with hometown agents that are experienced and offer fast claims. 1675 West 4th Street in Colby. And Brewster, just look for the big yellow sign of Strut Insurance Services. See their ad in the Next Tech directory.
Dying is one of the few events in life that is certain to occur, yet one we are not likely to plan for. Hi, I'm Jason with Ballman Mortuary in Colby, Atwood, and Oakley. Pre-arranging your funeral service is a great way to make sure your family is taken care of, even after you're gone. At Ballman Mortuary, we'll help you plan ahead and make sure that your wishes are taken care of from the type of service, monument, and casket you would like. We can set up pre-funding arrangements designed specifically for end-of-life.
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Griffin to kick it away for Colby. The Eagles on top 6-0 here with 8:21 to go in the first. And he goes with a little squib kick up the middle. That's actually caught in the air by Evan Peter. Peter, a dangerous runner, gets it out across the 40 to the 43-yard line, and that is where the Cowboys will take over 1st and 10. And we'll see the Eagle defense for the first time tonight against Levi Archer and the Cowboy offense, and this is a dangerous offensive group, Thomas, and a little different than what we've seen on the season. They got some big guys on that offensive line, and they've got a quarterback that can fling the rock for sure. Archer will be out of the pistol. He'll have 2 receivers to the left, a slot back to the left as well, tight end to the right. Archer gets the snap, and it's a quick pass out of the flats, and this is pulled down by Raymer. Raymer, breaking a couple of tackles, is going to pick up about 6 yards. 2nd down and 4 to go for the Cowboys. Stanley on the stop.
Goodland comes out, trips left, takes a run to the right side of the field, throws a slip screen back to the other side, Raymer makes a nice move, gets a big block out there by the number 2 receiver. They will pick up 6 yards on the play.
Raymer, their leading receiver, 44 catches for 726 yards on the season. He lines up to the left side, one to the right. Slot back in motion from left to right. Here's the snap and the handoff. And the Eagles there immediately. This will be a loss of about 4 on the play as the Eagles coming in on the right side. And a great job by Hamel.
Hamel does a nice job, uses his hands, comes in, looks like he's untouched. He's able to drag the ball carrier down the backfield, forcing 3rd and long.
Tell you what, you're getting in there quick. That's not somebody they want to block.
Right.
You know, they don't figure he's going to factor in on the play. That's how quickly he got through there, though. 3rd down and 9, big play here for the Eagles. One receiver to the right, slots on both sides for the Cowboys. Raymer in motion from left to right. May have been moving forward at the snap of the ball as Archer looking deep down the field to Raymer, who trips on the 30-yard line, falls, and the pass incomplete. So 4th down and 8 to go for the Cowboys, and the punting unit coming onto the field. And I tell you what, it was pretty darn close for Raymer to have some illegal motion on that because he was already turning toward the line of scrimmage when the ball was snapped. You cannot do that.
Trying to wheel him up the sideline out of motion, get him in the twins. Wheel him up the sideline with a post underneath of him.
Evan Peter, the punter for the Cowboys. Snap is there and nearly blocked, and we run into the kicker. And this one caught. Fair catch made it to 25-yard line, but the Eagles did run into the kicker, Evan Peter, on the play. And so we'll get this one marked off. I don't think it was roughing, it was running into. Cowboys are discussing it here. No return on the play. The Eagles are going to have the ball in the 25 right now. Well, they give him the personal foul. I completely, totally, and absolutely disagree with this call, but it's going to be the 15-yard variety, the 1st down for the Cowboys. So a break for Goodland here, and a costly one for Colby. Huge penalty.
Yeah. You get off the field, bring the offense back, you're going to have the ball at 30. Make a mental mistake.
I still don't agree with the personal foul part of that, but I don't think it was flagrant. He just
right, but you shouldn't have been into the kick.
No, I agree. One receiver to each side, slot back to the left as well. Motion across the formation. Goodland will take the handoff. Archer keeps it himself up the middle, and he meets a host of Eagles immediately. Gains about 2 with forward progress and was driven right back onto his back with 2 Eagles landing on top of a nice defensive play for Colby. 1 yard only on the game.
A nice job by the second level of the Eagles defense, able to get there and drive them back.
You know, that's a pretty good job of staying at home, too. There's a lot of misdirection in that play, and a fake handoff going to each side, and then Archer keeping it himself, and everybody stayed at home. 2nd down now for Goodland. 3 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Archer alone in the backfield. Motion across the formation, and we have a whistle. And did we have a timeout, or did we have a penalty? Timeout by Goodland to avoid the delay of game. And so they're going to go to the sideline and discuss it. We'll keep it here. Good start to the game for Colby, with the exception of the kicker penalty, which has kept Goodland's first drive of this game alive. The Cowboys into Eagle territory down to the 40-yard line is where it's spotted right now. I tell you, this is a team you don't want to give any momentum to in Goodland. You need to get on them here and get a lead on them as quickly as you can. They got a lot of talent on this team, despite that 2-6 record.
Right, and the quarterback, they can really swing it all over the field. As soon as you can get them off the field, I mean, obviously you want to get them and make a little mistake like that's tough, but hopefully we can bounce back here on 2nd down.
Archer out of the shotgun again. Same formation with the 3 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. And they sent a man in motion last time. I'm assuming we're still going to see the same play here. Here's a motion across the formation. It's a pitch to Raymer. He wanted to throw. He had the option there, but Colby was there immediately, and they bring him down. That is Slavin's on the stop for Colby, and that's going to be a loss again on the play of about 4 for Goodland. And it looked like Thomas said he was going to throw.
Yeah, it did look like he pulled the ball up, but he was going to take a drop step back, and the Eagles, defensive line's able to get to him.
It's tough to do because you got to think there's 4 guys in the pattern. It's just the guys up front that had to get it done. 2 receivers to each side. Archer out of the shotgun. Gets the snap. The rush coming from Colby. Archer fires. Penalty flag is down, and pass is incomplete down the field. I think we're going to have a hold on the Cowboys. Pass heading for Dawson Raymer. That's the 49-yard line is where they got the flag down, so it would be 10 yards from there.
Good coverage downfield by the back end of the Eagles defense. Trying to hit Raymer on a corner route, number 2 receiver on the far side of the field.
Coach is going to decline this here because it would be, I mean, you're looking at 3rd and forever, but you're still giving them a chance to throw, and now you got 4th and 15, and the Cowboys will try to pin Colby down back deep. Now, don't touch the kicker.
Right. Let him punt it.
Snap up coming here for the Cowboys on the punt. The Eagles are rushing again. This time they get the punt away. It's a booming kick, and it's going to bounce to 10. It'll be down inside the 5 by the Cowboys. Pretty good punt that time.
Heck of a punt.
Snap did a good job, too, getting underneath it like he was going to catch it, and then, of course, it was over his head. But Goodland did a good job of getting back and down in that one. Got a pretty good bounce on that punt, too. It just kind of popped up in the air and stopped. Well executed. Evan Peter, the punter for the Cowboys. So here we go. The Eagles have their second offensive possession of the game, and they start this one on their own 5-yard line. The Eagles are going to hand it off to Shippers on the right side. Jordan cuts it to the outside and nearly gets loose. Nice gain on the play for Shippers across the 10. And they're going to spot him down at about the 12-yard line, gain of 7 on first down.
Another nice job. Outside zone under center by the Eagles. Nice job by Jordan Shippers, being patient with it, allowing the play to develop, blocks to get there, and then he's able to pick up 7 yards on first down.
Eagles will get into an I formation this time. Under center again is Hart. Staffed out in the I. Shippers in the slot to the left, 1 receiver to the left as well. Here's the handoff. Staff up the middle, breaking some tackles, dives his way forward across the 20 and into the 21-yard line, and another gain of about 7 yards and an Eagle first down.
And a nice job by the guys up front holding their blocks. Hey, we'll get a first down on play where the snap's high enough. Zach has to jump up and try and get it, bring it back down. Mesh point's a little late. Calvin still picks up the first down.
3 receivers bunched to the left, 1 receiver to the right, 1 back in the backfield. Hart on that quick pitch to the outside. Stapp looking for the corner, has blocking in front of him. Stapp turns the corner, gets away from the first defender, has 1 man to beat down the sideline, and Stapp's going to be tripped up, but not until he gets to the Goodland 25-yard line, and a huge run for Calvin Stapp on the play.
Nice play on the toss. Big blocks down the field.
54 yards on the run.
He's running towards that bunch side on the far side of the field. Picks up some big blocks by Shippers and Stanley both out there.
Eagles really picking on the edges of the Goodland defense tonight. We're seeing that both in the running game and with the passing game into the flats. Not much over the middle, though. They're not testing that part of the defense. Diamond formation here for Colby with the double tight set out of the pistol. And off to Shippers on the right side. Waits for the blocks. Now kicks it up there. Doesn't have much. Kind of dances his way forward and really turns a no gain into about a 4-yard gain with just being patient that time.
It goes back to that. Looks like the same play off of the touchdown earlier. That diamond formation. This time, Goodland's able to string it out. Like you said, Jordan being patient allows that the push up front to happen, and he picks up 4 yards on first down.
Carter Stanley to the left side along with Branham. Stamp and Rosales to the right side. Shippers in the backfield to the right of Hart. Branham in motion to the right side. Hart gets the snap. It's a little low. Finds Shippers in the counter play going to the left. Shippers turns on the Jets, tries to get to the corner, and he's going to be drugged down short of what he needed for the first down, but a nice run, gain of about 4 on the play.
Nice job turning nothing into something. The snap's a little low. Looks like Dak was wondering where Shippers was, and finally they got the handoff, and Shippers just tries out running everybody to the edge and ends up picking up a couple yards, making it 3rd and manageable.
3rd and 3 here. One thing I saw in that, though, is you saw that burst of speed for Jordan that we haven't seen in a while.
Yep.
He's starting to get
healthy.
Starting to get healthy, which is good to see. Back to that diamond formation again for Colby out of the double tight. Shippers in motion to the right side. Hart gets the snap, hands it off right side, and this is Snap on the carry, just pounds his way forward for a couple of yards. He's not going to get the first, but he's close. And it's going to bring up 4th and short here for the Eagles. About a yard, a little less than a yard.
He's going to be close, but it should be. I mean, you got a lot of different options you can run out of this offense with this yardage. Go back to your diamond set, you can spread it out.
He's going to put Shippers wide to the left and Snap wide to the right side. Double time with Branham and Hart in the backfield. Boy, you got to snap the football when you see somebody into the neutral zone like that. Here's the snap. And it's a quick slant looking for Snap, and that's incomplete, and it's going to be a turnover on downs to Goodland.
Ball just a little low on a quick slant, just trying to hit him on a one-step drop.
So the Cowboys are going to take over here. And we'll see the Cowboys offense for the second time tonight. Levi Archer, their senior quarterback, set out of the shotgun. Takes the handoff and just a quick pass on the outside. It goes in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. That time was unable to pull it in was Gabe Bierman.
Bierman on the near side of the field. Just run to 5 steps hitch. Isn't able to bring it in. Ball's a little high, but still should have been caught.
They knew it, too. You can see him. You can look at one of those when you drop it, you look at your hands like, what's wrong with you?
Disgusted.
Don't know they would have got much more than the 5 after he caught it, but again, really nice buffer on first down. Now 2 receivers stacked to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Archer going to fake the handoff, looking to his right, in trouble, being pressured, running, and fires deep down the field. Has a man, but it's incomplete. Had a receiver there, but it was overthrown, incomplete. And good pressure by the Eagles that time, getting Archer on the run, and then you saw Shippers closing down on the outside to make sure he couldn't continue to run, and he just threw it up for grabs.
That's on the second reaction play from Wood. Then it starts running the post, and then Shippers breaks the tackle box, and then he has to get his route going back the other direction. It looks like a big post corner, and Archer overthrows him.
2 receivers to each side of the field. 3rd and 10 for the Cowboys from the Colby 17-yard line. The Eagles showing blitz here. They'll drop back into coverage. Archer hit as he throws, but he completes it to Raymer over the middle. Raymer brought down immediately after the catch, but a gain of 16 and a first down, and a gain of 15, a gain of first down for the Cowboys.
Raymer over the middle on a drag route. Archer's able to hit him in the window, but he took a shot.
He did. He took a heck of a shot there again, and he's taken a few of them in this game already tonight. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys zone. Now got the football at the Eagle 32-yard line. 2 receivers to each side of the field. Archer out of the shotgun with a motion man going to the left. Snap is low. He pulls it in, hands it off up the middle, and no gain. That'll give him a yard or so on the play. maybe. Good job by the Eagles, just stuffing the line of scrimmage that time for Evan Peter.
Good job playing downhill by Corey Finley and Jordan Shippers.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10 to go. And that may be the last play of the quarter here. Goodland does not have to snap it again. But it looks like they may try one more anyway. Cowboys with 2 receivers left and 1 to the right. Out of the shotgun. 8 seconds to go. And I think Archer's going to let it run out here. That'll do it. First quarter comes to an end, 6-0. Colby on top. We'll take a break, come back, and start with the second quarter. After this word from our sponsors, you're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby Football on 100.3 The Ride.
No one knows farming and ranching better than Farm Bureau Financial Services. After all, our companies were founded more than 77 years ago to serve the unique needs of farmers and ranchers. Today, we're the #1 farm insurer in our territory, delivering smarter insurance for agriculture. Farm Bureau AgWise certified agent Dave Brown and Colby and Atwood can help you get customized, comprehensive coverage that meets your needs. Call David Brown and Colby and Atwood to schedule your personalized on-site super check today. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agriculture Insurance Company.
Quality workmanship and experience are just 2 of the things you will find when working with Stevens Construction for all your agricultural, commercial, and residential construction needs. They are your local Butler and Lester dealer and are ready to assist you in choosing the steel or wood frame building you have been looking for. They also specialize in overhead door sales and service. Stevens Construction has been in the business for over 40 years, so stop by today and see them on South Country Club Drive in Colby.
Now back to more of the Eagles on Radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back. It is 2nd and 10 to go for the Cowboys. They trail Colby 6-0. We're just starting the second quarter of play. Goodland with a 2nd down and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Quick pass into the flats, pulled in by the Cowboys, and this will be enough for the, well, not enough for the first down. Running out of bounds after the reception is Brant Mole, and they're going to spot him at the 40-yard line, 2 yards short of what he needed. Surprised he went out, too. I think he could have turned it up and picked up his 2 yards. 8-yard gain. So 3rd down and 2 to go for the Cowboys. They'll get to playing from the sideline.
It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Cowboys set with 1 receiver to each side. A slot back is going to go in motion from left to right. Peter in the backfield, he'll get the handoff going up the middle, and he is hit, and he is stopped. I don't think he got it. We'll see where they spot it, but it looks like he's short. Looks like it live anyway. Yeah, he's definitely short of what he needed.
A gain of 1 yard.
So we'll see what the Cowboys do here on 4th and short. Again, the ball is on their own 41-yard line. So if they don't get it here, and they're going to go for it. If they don't get it here, they're going to give Colby really good field position.
And 1 yard to go.
The Eagles have been good with runs up the middle all season long. Cowboys are going to run same formation they ran the last play, same play. And Peter on the carry, hit immediately. Again, it'll depend on his spot, but I think with forward progress, he got it this time. Well, he took a shot, though. With the spot there, I think he's got it, but they may bring the chains out. They're going to bring him out. Yeah, it's close, but it looked like with that little dive he made at the end of the play that he may have got it. Hey, that's one thing that it didn't matter what opponent we played on the season. Nobody's had success running up the middle. Right. Scott City had some. Speaking of Scott City, they are trailing Concordia 6-0 at the end of the first quarter of play tonight. Talk about a surprise there. That game in Concordia. Cowboys got it by about the length of the football, so 1st and 10 to go for Goodland from there. Picking up the 4th down conversion. Pretty gutsy call there in their own territory this early in the game.
Yeah, just at the start of the second quarter, 4th down.
Cowboys will get set again. 2 receivers to the left. Swap back to the left. Archer out of the shotgun with Peter in the backfield with him. Snap. No. On a read option, Peter gets the carry. He's running backwards. Now cuts it up the field, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. Loss of about 2 on the play. Eagles have done a very good job of taking the edge away tonight.
Ball carried by Evan Peter.
Nice job by the Eagles defense, stringing that out. Corey Finley makes him bounce it. Teammates are there to pick him up on the sideline.
Peter with a little burst at the end of that play, was just able to get to a 2-yard loss instead of 4 or 5 as it was at one point. Lucas Wood split out wide to the right side. Several Eagle fans stomping their feet here. They're fired up even on second down. Crowd into it. 2 receivers to each side. Maybe they're just trying to stay warm. Archer over the middle looking for Raymer. In and out of his hands and then nearly intercepted by Hart. And that's going to bring up 3rd down at 12. And that was one that Raymer should have pulled in.
Yeah, on a drag route again. Archer does a nice job being patient, has some time, waits for him to hit the window. And that one, Raymer just ends up dropping.
Had a few of those tonight out Goodland. We talked about that in the pregame. It's tough. It makes a considerable difference. 2 receivers to each side. Shotgun formation, man in motion from left to right for Goodland. Archer back to pass. He's pressured. He's scrambling. He's looking deep down the field. Gets hammered as he throws the ball, and it's complete. 2 Cowboys in the same area, and it will be enough for the first down, as they're going to spot him at about the 30 or 42-yard line of Colby. First down.
Yeah.
And again, Archer, credit him, man. He hung in there tough.
Yeah.
He knew he was going to get hit.
Great little time with his legs, and was able to see the routes coming open on the backside in the middle of the field. And he throws across his body a little bit and is able to hit Bierman.
One thing Coleman's done with those is we pressure him when he's thrown, but we're also doing a good job of not letting him scramble. Yeah, that edge is not there. He's creating time with his legs, but not taking off. 2 receivers to each side. Archer takes the handoff, goes over the middle, tipped and nearly intercepted. Hart had a shot at it, so did Brano off the tip. Good defense by the Eagles. 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Great job by Zach Hart jumping that route on the slant. They fake a bubble screen off of it and then run a slant. Zach Hart drives on the route, almost comes up with the interception.
2nd and 10 to go. Cowboys will get the play in from the sideline. Jipping runs it in. They'll be in the spot to the right. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And here comes the rush again. And running is Archer. He does get the corner this time and then goes out of bounds. Goes out of bounds, and they're going to spot him clear back at the 40-yard line. Boy, Archer has the opportunity to turn that up and pick up another 4 or 5 yards, but he got out quick. And that's a young man that's been hit a lot this year.
Right. That time, great coverage down the field by the Eagles' defensive back. Archer was able to get an edge and get outside, but nice job recovering, forcing him out of bounds.
Defensive line has been dominant today. They got through so quickly. Almost thought it was a screen coming because we'd gotten through so fast. Archer out of the shotgun here on 3rd down and long. Back to pass, steps up into the pocket, fires over the middle of the field, and it is incomplete. Underthrown that time. Good coverage down the field as well by Colby. There's another opportunity for a pick, that time by Hart. And it's going to bring up 4th down and 7 to go for Goodland.
And Goodland been running a lot of wheel routes so far here in this first half of this ball game. And they got twins receiver far side of the field. Wheel, the number 2 receiver, run the post with Raymer as number 1, and the defensive line forces Archer to step up, and he ends up skipping that one on the post.
Tell you, he has good pocket presence.
He does. He moves well with his feet, and his eyes still downfield.
2 receivers to each side. Archer out of the shotgun on 4th and long, rolling to his left this time. Pressure coming, but the blocking is there. Delivers one down the field, and it is incomplete. Contact on the play, but it was an uncatchable ball, and the timing was perfect anyway.
Yeah.
Colby will take over on downs. They will start this drive on their own 40-yard line.
Zach Hart been playing great. and coverage on the back end, and he's right there. Goodland trying to hit a corner route to Bierman, and he's right there as the ball arrives and delivers a big hit.
The Eagles had a nice long drive going in the last time, but it stalled out at the 17-yard line. They couldn't convert on 4th and short with a slant pass that was incomplete, so we'll see what they do here on their third drive of the ball game. Leading 6-0 with 9:53 to go in the first half. Hart out of the pistol, going to hand it off to Shippers, waits for the hole to develop, cuts it back up the middle, and picks up a nice gain. Penalty flag comes in late on the play, thrown by the white hat, which is usually a hold. Gain would have been 4 for Colby, but this is coming back. And it is a hold against the Eagles. And this will come from the spot of the foul, which was about 2 yards behind scrimmage. So this is going to cost Colby 12 yards. And if you take the run out of it as well, it's about a 16-yard loss.
Right.
And again, we talked about that, and he's been pretty good the last few weeks with penalties, but that could be 2 big ones early in this ballgame. 1st and 21 for the Eagles. Rosales will be split to the right side. We'll have 3 receivers bunched to the left, 1 back in the backfield with Hart out of the pistol. Zach gets the snap. Quick pitch on the left side. This is Staff getting around the corner and makes a nice little gain here on first down. He's going to get it out near the 40-yard line, which was the original line of scrimmage. Give him 10 on the play. It's going to make it 2nd and 11.
Good play towards the bunch. Another quick pitch. Staff gets out there, gets most of it back. Holding penalty on first down.
Eagles will go back to that diamond formation out of the pistol. This time the handoff goes to Shippers on the right side. Shippers hit initially and then cuts it up the middle. He's going to get another 5 yards. It's going to bring it 3rd down and 7 or 8 to go here for Colby, depending on the spot.
Colby comes out double-tied. Diamond formation on a blast play. Pull Tommy Klein, the left guard. Nothing going up the middle. Burrow, middle linebacker for Goodland, does a nice job filling the gap.
3rd down and 7 to go for Colby now. 2 receivers to each side, 1 back in the backfield. Random in motion from left to right. Quick pitch over on the right side. This is Shippers. Jordan looking for somewhere to cut it up, and there's nothing there. Goodland stops it, and it might even be a loss of a yard on the play, and it'll bring up 4th down and long for Colby. Punting unit coming on the field. And again, there's the penalty, killing the Eagles' drive. Tough one there for the Eagles. 8 minutes to go in the second quarter of play, 6-0. Punting situation here for Colby. Slavens gets the snap. It's a good one. Gets the kick away. End over end. High kick. Not a bad punt at all by Slavens. Going to be picked up at the 20-yard line, and not much from there. The Eagles are going to get the tackle at about the 32. And that is where Goodland will start this drive.
Good tackle in the open field by Calvin Stapp, playing gunner on the punt team.
So we'll see the Cowboy offense again tonight. Colby's been good defensively. So is Goodland really in this game. Cowboys huddle, and we'll head to the line of scrimmage now. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Archer alone in the backfield. They've been running this, they've been running motion across on it. And there's a motion coming from left to right. And the ball is fumbled, and Archer picks it up and then has an eagle on his back immediately.
Parker Hamill, nice job getting through, using his hands to get up the cut block, and ends up bringing Archer down in the backfield for a sack.
5-yard loss in the play. And again, it goes back to what we've been talking about for the receivers catching the football tonight. Same thing for the quarterbacks. Both of them are running out of either the pistol or the shotgun tonight, and so they're having to catch the ball too. And Archer not wearing a glove on that throwing hand. He's got one on the off hand, but not his right. Two receivers stacked to each side, one back in the backfield. Archer wants to slant this time. The catch is made, and Raymer is drilled immediately. Gain of about 6. It's going to bring up third down and long for the Cowboys here at the 35-yard line.
Nice job by Isaac Rosales, corner on the far side of the field. Raymer lines up inside on the slot, runs the speed out, and he drives on it. And hit immediately. Raymer's hit immediately as he catches it, bringing up 3rd and 7.
Clock down to about 6.5 minutes left in this one. In the first half, Colby leading 6-0 over the Cowboys. Two receivers to each side for Goodland. Archer out of the shotgun. Colby rushing 4, and they're getting to him. Archer hit again as he throws deep down the field, incomplete. The receiver went down again for Goodland.
Lucas Wood tried to slam and go. Ends up getting tangled up on his own feet and falls down.
And now a 4th down and 8. Goodland lined up in a punting formation. You have to be prepared for anything with Goodland, though. Eagles have Stapp back deep. Stapp standing at about the 23-yard line. Snap is good. Peter gets it away. Another end-over-end high kick. Fair catch called for and made by Stapp at the 35-yard line. A sliding catch. One of those you're kind of like, maybe let it go.
Yeah, Fair caught it. But, he's confident in it. We've seen him do it a number of times on the year.
I mean, anytime the ball hits the ground, it usually costs you about 15 yards. So, fair catch is what you want. You just want to make sure you make a clean one. Two receivers to each side for Colby. Pistol again. Branham in motion from left to right. Shippers in the backfield with Hart. They'll fake the pitch, and this is Hart keeping it himself on the right side. Breaks the first tackle. Breaks the second and a third. Hart then takes it across the middle of the field. Spins his way out across the 40 and out to the 42. Goodland had him 3 times on that one. Should have been no gain or a loss, and instead he's going to pick up 7, maybe 8. Great job by Hart.
First guy to get a hand on is number 11, Mark Rodriguez, playing defensive end for Goodland. And that's all the next 2 guys get on, too. Just a hand, grabbing his jersey, don't get him down. Zach keeps his feet turning. Ends up picking up a big gain on first down.
Eagles set again. Handoff's going to go right side. Jordan Shippers doesn't have the middle, tries to bounce it out, and he's going to be brought down. Short gain on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. Good job by the Cowboy defense that time, closing the edge.
Eagles come out and a slot ride under center. Trying to run a little outside zone to the strength. And Jordan's forced to bounce it out and nowhere to go, making it 3rd and short, though.
3rd and less than a yard. Eagles set. Under center, I formation. Branham's going to get the carry. On the left side, he's got the first down and about 3 more just to make it safe. Nice run by Tucker Branham.
Good play call on the dive. Fullback dive, under center, old school.
Hey, you looked at it, too. Everybody was watching Shippers.
Yeah, they're going with him.
And good for an Eagle.
So 1st and 10. Colby at the football now. Ball just shy of midfield. They're at the Colby 48-yard line. Eagles have 2 receivers to each side of the field. Staff in the backfield. Motion is Branham from right to left. And they're going to fake the pitch play. And again, this is Hart on the keeper. And Hart with another nice gain. Tripped up a little bit there, but he's going to get it across midfield and down to the 45. The Cowboys. Gain of 7. And again, this is something that they've been setting up. We've seen that pitch play. We've seen everything to the outside. And that one, I don't even know if it's actually an option on it. I think he's just,
I think
it's a design keeper. Good gain for Colby on first down. Second down, we'll call it 3. Gain of 7 on that previous play. Shippers in the slot to the left. They'll go in motion to the right. We're going to hand it off to Stapp up the middle. Stapp kicks it to the right side. Gets a yard, maybe 2. It's going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he'll be a tiny bit short here on second down. So it's going to bring a 3rd down and less than a yard.
Colby tries the inside zone play. Goodland does a nice job beating Stapp in the hole. Bring up 3rd and 1.
Ball into Cowboy territory. Eagles ready to go again. Under center, I formation. Hart. Going to call a timeout here. 7 on the play clock, and Zach didn't like something there when he got under center. Looked to the sideline, and he was signaling the coach he wanted the timeout, and he got it. We'll take it with him. 3:43 to go in the first half. Back with more in just a minute.
There's a good chance that you can't go a day without running into a Colby Community College grad. It's a good thing, too. Around here, our graduates process your payrolls, clean your teeth, supply your beef, care for the sick, and a lot more. And our students know that when they leave CCC, they'll be able to make a living by making your life better. Find out more at colbycc.edu. Colby Community College. Challenge, create, connect.
This is J.L. Evans, President of Western State Bank of Colby. Construction is underway on a future banking facility located on South Range across from the Colby Dillons. This new banking center will offer increased space to service our growing customer base, as well as a drive-up window, safety deposit boxes, better parking, and simply a more convenient location. With the investment of this new facility, we are making a commitment to Colby and the surrounding area. As we grow, we would like to say thank you to our present customers and invite anybody to check out the products and services that we offer at Western State Bank of Colby. Member FDIC.
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back as we come out of the timeout. Colby up 6-0 in Goodland territory with 3rd down and less than a yard. The Eagles will have Shippers in motion to the right side. Hart fakes the pitch, makes a great move, and takes it himself up the middle, refuses to go down, and he drives his way all the way to the 34-yard line. Nice run by Hart. He's going to pick up about 7, maybe 8 yards on the play in the first half.
Come out, slot right. Shippers set off at a wing and on the left. They run in an arc motion, get everybody looking to the left, and come back with a little sprint option. Zach makes a nice head fake and cuts that one up for a big first down.
Eagles set again here. We'll have Stapp in motion. Quick pitch to him going to the left side. Blockers in front of him, Stapp down the sideline, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. And another nice gain, give him 9 yards on first down. I tell you, Goodland has players in that area, but Colby's getting there with the speed of Stapp and Shippers. They get there so quickly that Goodland doesn't, they're just not able to get in a position to make the stop. And really, the sideline probably saved that from being a lot bigger run.
Yeah, it's Stapp's just so explosive with his first step that he can get top speed so quickly.
Eagles will line up with Shippers in the backfield behind Hart, double wing formation. Stapp in motion to the left. Handoff Shippers up the middle. Jordan with a nice push here. He's got the first down and more as he's just shy of the 20. They'll spot him down at the 22 of Goodland. 3 minutes and 2 seconds to go here in the first half. Colby's up 6-0. And driving again. Colby's first drive of the ball game went 65 yards for a touchdown. Their second drive went 77 yards before turning it over on downs, and they went 2 yards on the third drive because of a penalty and had to punt. And this is their fourth drive of the game that started at their own 35. The Eagles with 1st and 10 to go at the Cowboy 21. Offset I formation here for the Cowboys, or for the Eagles, and penalty flags flag delay a game. They did get the timeout prior to the penalty, so no penalty, but a timeout taken by Colby. Their second timeout. Still a lot of time, 2:36 to go on the clock here for Colby. But this is one thing. You see it early in the game when his plays are scripted, because that's what Colby likes to do. They'll script their first 10 plays of the ball game. We get the plays in quickly, and it seems like we have good momentum. And then sometimes we get later in the game, and the plays are a little slower coming in, and we just don't seem to click as fast. I think our pace is better when we get the plays in quickly and get up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Ulysses trailing Wellington at the half, 14-7. Tigers got their first win of the season last week over Winfield. Hanging in there at half tonight. They could actually go to the postseason after going over during the regular season. Love the Kansas system, right?
Yeah.
Double wing formation, one back behind. Hart out of the pistol. One receiver to the left. Hart takes the handoff. Throwing has a man over the middle of the field, and it is caught. Touchdown. Colby Stapp on the right side pulls it in, and the Eagles are on the board. A 21-yard touchdown pass.
Zach Hart hits Calvin Stapp after the play action on a post route over the middle. Does a heck of a job running that post route and able to turn his body back to the line of scrimmage and catch the ball over his head.
Eagles are going to go for 2 here as they did miss the extra point on the first score of the ball game. Stapp, the leading receiver on the season for the Eagles. Another touchdown reception. The Eagles now going on the option play here on the 2-point conversion, and the pitch is dropped and then bounces its way into the end zone, and it's actually an incomplete pass because it was a forward pitch. So the conversion attempt is no good. It's 12-0. Colby is on top here with 2:30 to go in the half, and now the Eagles will want to get another quick stop here if they can, and not let Goodland get back-to-back possessions. The Cowboys will have the football to start the second half.
We have 1 timeout, 2 timeouts remaining?
1 remaining.
1.
The Eagles have put together a pretty impressive offensive drive. I'll tell you this: if they start the drive on the 35 and they get it to the 21, we're going to score. Opening drive of the ball game, we started on the 35-yard line, went 65 yards, capped out by a 21-yard Shippers touchdown. Last possession, we start on the 35, we go 65 yards, we get a 21-yard touchdown this time. Hart to Stapp. The Eagles will get set to kick it away here. Griffin handling the kicking. Griffin a little out of position. There's still got guys running around here. And here's the little pooch kick, and it gets over the first line of defenders, and we have a whistle and a flag.
Penalty flag.
So it's going to be offsides on Colby, and they'll have to kick it again. They still haven't seen an offsides in the kickoff all season. It's the second tonight.
Right.
So we'll try it again from 5 yards further back. Yeah. So Griffin will get set to kick it again here. We can get like a Phoenix Kings soccer kid.
Kick it out of the end zone, get it over with.
Griffin, another bouncing kick. So we picked up at the 37-yard line, and a nice little return by the Cowboys into Colby territory at the 45. Nice run by Evan Peter. So good field position here for the Cowboys. Again, they're going to start this drive in Colby territory at the 45. Time to work with for Goodland, too. They have 2 timeouts remaining and 2 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock. They've had some opportunities in the passing game tonight. They've also had some lucky breaks, too, on a couple that could have been picked. 2 receivers to each side for Archer out of the shotgun. Colby's done a good job of keeping pressure on him tonight. They've hit him a bunch. Motion with Raymer going from left to right. Archer's going to hand it off going the other direction here. And Dotson inside on the carry is absolutely drilled by Branham. Gain of about 3 in the play. He had room to the left and it came back.
Yeah. We'll cross that play going back the other direction.
Second down and 6.
Second down and 7.
Back to the line of scrimmage on the Cowboys. 1 receiver wide to the left side. Now check that 2 left, 2 to the right. Inside in the backfield with Archer. Gets the snap, pressure on again. Archer evades the defender, now steps up, fires, and it is caught by Raymer inside the 30 down to about the 28-yard line. That's a first down. Boy, he got away from a defender. Looked like he was going to be sacked for a big loss. able to step out of it and then makes a good throw on the run.
Yeah, he boots out of it, and then Jordan Shippers from sideline to sideline, getting out into the flats for the Eagles, has to come up and try and stop him from running, and that opens up a throwing lane for him to Raymer.
Two receivers to the right, with Raymer alone to the left side. Archer gets the snap. He's looking to Raymer. Stops and then goes down the field. Good coverage here by the Eagles. And it is incomplete, intended for Raymer. A little bit overthrown. Gonzalez pretty good coverage on the play that time, though. But Archer put it in a good spot. Second and 10 tonight after the incompletion. So here comes the Cowboys on 2nd and 10. Concordia 12, Scott City 7. That game at the half. Two receivers stacked up to each side of the field. Back to pass is Archer. Being pressured, steps up and they sacked him. Great job by the Eagles again. Slavens came up with the sack, but again had some help.
Parker Hamill's deep into the backfield as well.
Timeout taken by the Cowboys there. With 1:09 to go in the half, they've got 3rd down and 15.
On the 5 yards. I know.
Another sack by the Eagles. I tell you, they've done a great job on Levi Archer here tonight. A tough kid to contain, and they've had him throwing under duress all night long, and they've got to him a couple of times. But the bigger thing, I think, is that they've contained his running.
Yeah, haven't allowed him to get out, break contain, and get out on the edge and hurt you with his legs. Important to keep him in the pocket. Let your DBs do their job on the back end. They've done it well tonight.
And he's run for almost 700 yards on the season. Coming into the ballgame tonight, 678 to be exact. And he's had no positive runs in the contest tonight. Colby has done a tremendous job on the pressure. Set to go here now on 3rd down and 15. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Swap back to the right as well. Dawson inside in the backfield. Archer gets a snap. It's a low one, but he pulls it in. Has a little time this time. Fires deep down the field. Has a man. It's caught. That's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown for Goodland. A 32-yard pass to Dawson Raymer.
Miscommunication on the back end for the Eagles. Raymer gets free running the corner route from the inside receiver spot. Nobody goes with him, and it's a pretty easy throw for Archer.
So the extra point opportunity upcoming here for Goodland. These will be big because, again, Colby missed both of their opportunities tonight. The extra point opportunity upcoming here. Raymer, the place kicker. Kick is up, and it is good. 12-7. Cowboys trailed Colby. They'll get their first score of the ball game. Still 1:02 to go in the half. And boy, now you kind of want those timeouts we used on that last possession. Yeah, still have one remaining here.
We get a big return. That's most of it right here.
Cowboys have been kind of using a similar theory to Colby in that little squib type kick in the game so far on their previous attempts.
Halftime 4. Concordia 12. Scott City 7.
12-7 our score here. And we await the kickoff here from the Cowboys. Colby on top by 5. Interesting football game here tonight. Eagles have had the opportunity a couple of times here to separate in this one. And they let Goodland pick up a big play. And that's kind of been really fun. For the most part, the Eagles' defense has been
played really well here tonight.
Very good tonight.
Really tough.
Here comes the kick from the Cowboys. Again, it's that little pooch kick. Fair catch called for and made by Branham this time. Now, this is a pretty good field position for Colby. Plenty of time left here with 1:02 to work with. And again, that fair catch also keeps the clock from ever moving. Holcomb on top of Union 27-0 at half tonight. Colby will go with 2 receivers to each side, and Jordan Shippers alone in the backfield. Hart out of the pistol, gets the snap. Shippers up the middle. Jordan breaking tackles. Jordan kicking it over to the right side. Now down the sideline. Shippers turns on the Jets. He's loose down the right sideline at the 15 to 10. A defender in front of him. They'll drag him down inside the 5. Huge run by Jordan Shippers. And the Eagles have a chance to punch another one in before the half. Huge run by Jordan Shippers of 60 yards. And the clock running down to 48 seconds to go.
Little inside handoff. Jordan Shippers hits the hole hard. Makes a nice, he runs through an arm tackle, makes a nice cut, bounces outside, and then just outruns almost. I mean, it's a great pursuit angle by Goodland to catch him.
We're starting to see the Jordan Shippers roll. We saw last week a little bit getting better, and tonight you really seeing the speed back. Shippers gets the carry here. He'll finish the drive. Touchdown, Colby. Jordan Shippers from 3 yards out. There is a penalty flag down. A penalty flag down at the line of scrimmage. So we'll see what this one is. This may be a neutral zone infraction on Goodland. Colby waiting on the call here. They wave it off. Touchdown, Colby. So the 3-yard run by Shippers will count. That comes with 30 seconds to go in the half. A way to answer by the Eagles. And the Eagles will go for 2 here. And the Eagles will shift back here now to a more traditional offensive set. Branham goes in motion to the right side, handoff Shippers behind Branham. Waits for the hole to develop, and then he drives through it and into the end zone. 2-point conversion attempt is good for Colby, and it's 20-7. Colby on top here, and we are down to the final 30 seconds of the first half of this one. Shippers caps off the drive with a 3-yard touchdown run after a 60-yard run to set it up. And a good first half here by the Eagles.
Still 30 seconds left. You got to be able to finish off this half. Colby's going to give up some field position on the kickoff, obviously, because we did the split kick. But a kid like Archer is he's got time to throw the ball, and he can swing it just like he proved on the last drive.
Goodland still has 2 timeouts remaining.
You got to be ready on the back end of the defense.
Eagles' offense has been pretty good today on their drives. Didn't finish off that long second drive that they started on their own 5-yard line. Took it 77 yards, but didn't cap off that one. But outside of that, and the punt on the next drive with the penalty, they've scored on their other 3 possessions tonight. Drives of 65, 65, and 62 yards. The Eagles will get set for the kick here. It's good up the middle by Griffin, and it's caught at the 30-yard line, and it'll be pounded out across the 40 to about the 42 of Goodland, and that's where this drive will start for the Cowboys. And now the Eagles just got to be careful. 25 seconds to go in the half, and only the Cowboys are not going to mess around. They're going to go for it. Well, they like to fling it, take chances. And they got a capable quarterback to do that. Yeah, the guy you really have to watch out for is Dawson Raymer. He's their leading receiver in the season by far. He got the touchdown on that last possession.
Don't bite on any double moves. everything in front of you.
Archer looking deep, has a man, and it's incomplete. Raymer got behind the Eagle defense, and had he pulled that one in, this would be a one-possession game again. And I tell you, we have good coverage up front, but then Raymer's just been able to outrun Rosales in those deep plays, and that's something Colby's going to have to make some adjustments on at halftime because they got bad opportunities.
Yeah, you got to turn a little quicker. Raymer's got a little more speed on him. Got to make his turn sooner when that cushion starts to break. Able to run with him.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see Goodland go right back to number 1, Raymer. He is lined up in the slot to the right side. Archer steps up. He's going to run this time, trying to get to the sideline, and Archer's going to run it out of bounds. There's nobody there. He can go another 5 yards on that if he goes before he even gets a defender. But fortunately for Colby, he's just going to tuck it out of bounds here after a gain of just over 10 yards.
10-yard gain, first and 10 Cowboys.
11 seconds to go in the half. 2 timeouts remaining here for Goodland. They are in Colby territory at the Eagle 42-yard line. 47-yard line, excuse me. 2 receivers to each side. Archer out of the shotgun. Gets the snap. Eagles bringing pressure on the edge again. Archer throws and delivers it to Raymer on the sideline, out of bounds at the 29. 6 seconds to go. And again, Colby just playing really deep right now, not allowing anything behind him. And,
yeah, you get that one.
Clock is your friend.
6 seconds left.
Yep. Goodland will have time for one more play, maybe 2. But anything deep, it's going to just be one, and it's going to take a timeout. The Cowboys are to discuss it here. Each team with a timeout remaining. If you're Colby, it's basically just nothing behind you. And we can get into the halftime here with a 2-score lead. Goodland will have the ball to start the second half of this game as well. So the Cowboys are huddled up around Coach Topol. Let's see what they try to do here. If they do, I mean, really, you kind of have some options left on the table if you're Goodland, Thomas. You can throw something. You could throw an out or an out.
Yeah, you got 2 timeouts.
You got 1 left still. So there's really nothing that, you're not forced to throw things to the sideline at the moment. But you're going to have to throw something quick if you want to transfer 2 plays. 2 receivers stacked to the left, Raymer the back one. 2 receivers stacked to the right. Eagles playing very deep. Archer to pass. Archer under pressure. Archer going to run. Archer has the first down, and he goes out of bounds with 0.1 seconds to go. A tenth of a second to go. He gets out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
By Archer.
Oh.
First and 10.
So now, Goodland's actually going to get one more crack at this. We need to talk to the score clock operator. Tenth of a second left. It's like we're in Goodland. Here we go. This will be the final play of the half, barring a defensive penalty. 2 receivers to the right and the left. Ball on the 16-yard line. Archer gets the snap for the Cowboys. Pressure coming. Archer stepping away, firing toward the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. Cowboys have Raymer pulling it in the side of the end zone. A 16-yard touchdown for the Cowboys.
Raymer runs a drag from the far side of the field all the way across as Archer gets pushed out the pocket, tries to extend the play with his legs, and throws a heck of a ball to the end zone.
And again, you're having to cover for that long. It's very difficult to do when he runs around like that.
There's a penalty flag.
We had a penalty on Colby after the play.
Sideline warning against
That's a sideline warning against Colby. And now the extra point upcoming here for Goodland. And Goodland will get set for the extra point opportunity. Snaps a little off the mark. They get the down, though, the hold down at the time, and Raymer puts it through. 20-14, Colby on top. At the end of the first half of play. We'll take a break, come back and get things started with our halftime show after this word from our sponsors. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby football on 100.3 The Ride.
Cornerstone Ag is committed to the Northwest Kansas community because they're proud to be a part of it. At Cornerstone Ag, the staff works hard to be your local answer to all of your grain storage and handling needs, as well as a great local marketing resource. Their service is fast and friendly, with questions being answered on site by their professionals. During non-peak times, they can even assist you with pickup and delivery services. Cornerstone Ag, where local customer service is not just a priority, it's the only way they'll do business.
This is Brent with Farmers Merchants Bank, wanting to take the time to sincerely thank everyone who shops and does business local. As the only locally chartered Colby Bank, we understand the commitment and importance of keeping your money local to help grow the community. We'd like to thank all the businesses and farmers for all their hard work and patronage. If you're not one of our customers and thinking of change, think of us and see the difference a local bank makes. We have a roots where other banks only have their branches. We're stable, secure, your community bank. Farmers and merchants together, making a difference. Member FDIC.
We're with Dr. Sam Funk of Colby, Atwood, and Hoxie, and he has the next 30 seconds to tell you all the services he provides. Go.
Comprehensive eye exams for everyone in the family. Diagnosis and management of all types of eye diseases, including glaucoma, cataracts, macular degeneration, and diabetes. 24/7 emergency eye care. Red eye diagnosis and management. Vision therapy. Contact lens fitting and management will help you find the correct ones for you. Glasses of all sorts, including sunglasses, bifocals, no lines. Options for laser surgeries. I do all the pre- and post-op care and get you to the right person for the job. We can repair and adjust your current glasses.
And time. For more information, see Dr. Sam Funk in downtown Colby, Atwood, and Hoxie.
Find the perfect home with Homeland Realty and Auction. Growing up, you didn't care if your home was small or the curtains were old. The important things about home were sneaking in bed with mom and dad during a thunderstorm, licking beaters when you made chocolate cake, and playing hide and seek in the backyard. Now, even though you care about things like square footage, decor, and neutral colors, you want to buy a home that gives you all the good feelings of the one you grew up in. The home where you walk in the front door and that little voice inside you says, "This is the one." Visit Homeland Realty and Auction in Colby or Goodland.
Now back to more of the Eagles on Radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby football on 100.3 The Ride. At the half, it's 20-14. The Eagles on top of the Cowboys, and a flurry of activity. 3 scores coming in the final minute, 2 seconds of the first half of play. 2 of them coming from the Cowboys, and they got themselves back into the ball game. But again, Colby on top right now by 6, 20-14. As we take a rundown of scoring in the first half of the ball game, the Eagles scored the first points of the game. It came with 8:21 to go in the opening quarter. It was a 21-yard touchdown run by Jordan Shippers. Right side has blockers in front of him. Barrels his way to the right side into the end zone. Touchdown as he dives for the pylon. The Eagles are on the board first with 8:41 to go in the opening quarter of play. Shippers takes it in from 21 yards out. Shippers gets the touchdown there. The extra point, the snap was a little off the mark, and then the kick was not through as they had to rush it. Then with 2:30 to go in the second quarter, Colby scores again on a 21-yard touchdown pass from Hart to Stapp. A receiver to the left. Hart takes the handoff. Throwing has a man over the middle of the field, and it is caught. Touchdown, Colby Stapp on the right side. Pulls it in, and the Eagles are on the board. A 21-yard touchdown pass. Extra point. Colby went for 2. We're unable to get it in. It was 12-0 in favor of Colby. Then a minute and 28 seconds later, Goodland gets on the board. 32-yard touchdown pass from Archer to Raymer in the backfield. Archer gets the snap. It's a low one, but he pulls it in. Has a little time this time. Fires deep down the field. Has a man. It's caught. That's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown for Goodland. A 32-yard pass. Raymer pulls it in. Extra point was good. 12-7 the score with a minute 2 to go in the half. Colby gets the ball back, and the Eagles get a 60-yard run by Jordan Shippers and gets them down to the 3-yard line, and then Jordan finishes the drive out with a 3-yard touchdown run. Drive. Touchdown, Colby. Jordan Shippers for 3 yards out. There is a penalty flag down. That flag was later picked up. No penalty on the play. Eagles get the touchdown. Extra point was good. 20-7 the score in favor of Colby with 30 seconds to go in the half. Goodland gets the ball back, and the Cowboys cap off a very quick drive with a 16-yard touchdown pass, again from Archer to Raymer. Cowboys, pressure coming. Archer stepping away, firing toward the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. Cowboys have Raymer pulling it in the side of the end zone. A 16-yard touchdown for the Cowboys. The extra point was good, and 20-14 was the score at the half. As that came with no time left on the clock. In fact, that play started with 1/10 of 1 second left on the clock. We had to do more of a halftime show. Again, it's 20-14 in favor of Colby at the end of the first half of play. We'll take a break, back with more of the Eagles on radio and Colby football on the Cornerstone Ag halftime show after this.
Losing a loved one can be the most difficult experience you ever go through. But at Kirstenbrock Funeral Chapel, we are ready to ease your burden during your time of grief. We serve all of Northwest Kansas and offer reliable and professional services, including funerals, monuments, and memorial products. Contact Kirstenbrock Funeral Chapel at 785-462-7979 and let us help you through your loss. That's 785-462-7979 or online at kirstenbrockfuneralchapel.com.
Everyone deserves to feel good inside, and the experts at McKee Incorporated know how to make you feel good inside your home with indoor comfort systems that are inside your budget. Get up to a $1,600 rebate on a qualifying new Lennox system that will keep your comfort up and your utility bills down. Call McKee Incorporated, 785-462-3132. 785-462-3132. For McKee Incorporated.
Can't live without your cell phone? But tired of the fees, overages, and expensive bills? We could all live without that. Maybe it's time to switch to NextTech Wireless. Save up to $60 a month with plans like our new Unlimited Everything Lite. Get 2 lines with unlimited talk, text, and data for only $100 a month. That's 2 lines, unlimited data, only $100. It's time to say goodbye to your carrier and say hello to something better. NextTech Wireless.
Adding or replacing cabinetry can be a scary proposition. Not only does it need to look great, but it's got to be functional. And every layout and every family's needs are different. Northwest Kansas Decorating Center in Colby are cabinetry experts. They make the process easy and, dare I say, even a little fun. They'll take the measurements, design your ideal layout, and install the cabinets for you. With free estimates and multiple lines to choose from, they can work with almost any budget. Enjoy the process as well as the finished product. And remember, for flooring, cabinetry, and more, it's Northwest Kansas Decorating Center, West 4th Street in Colby.
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Cornerstone Ag halftime show. The Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride. At the half, it's 20-14. Colby on top of Goodland by 6. Thomas was talking about this first half of play. Again, the Eagles offensively look pretty good. 271 yards of offense in the first half of the ball game tonight. No turnovers. Some nice touchdown drives in there. One drive that was cut short because of a penalty, but outside of that, really a solid first half of play offensively for the Eagles, and then defensively was pretty good too until that last minute or so, and then Goodland started completing some of those passes.
Yeah, and credit that to Archer. I mean, the kid, he plays well and he throws the ball well. We talked about that, but he is able to extend plays and with his legs while keeping his eyes downfield. With, in the high school, there's not a lot of quarterbacks that can do that, and does a very nice job of it. You see it on the last play half where he ends up throwing a dart in the corner of the end zone to Raymer. But offensively, you're right. They played well. Just the one drive stalled out. Another one stalled out because of a holding penalty, but that was early on in the drive. But they've been able to move the ball how they want to and when they want to.
Good. I mean, this second half's going to start with Goodland having the football, and it's going to be big for Colby to get a stop on that opening drive of the second half. Get some momentum back on their side of Goodland, putting some things up there pretty quickly toward the end of the half.
Yeah, it is. anytime, we talk about this every week, about coming out and getting a stop when the other team gets ball because we like the ball first. But this is huge tonight after that touchdown at the end of the first half.
20-14 the score. Goodland on top at the end of the first, Colby on top of Goodland at the end of the first half. We'll take a break, back with more of the halftime show in just a minute at 100.3 The Ride.
Did you know that your body contains over 40 billion working parts and the nervous system acts as a communication speedway? Sometimes there's no warning when a problem is ahead, and a chiropractor can help determine if there's any interference in this great nerve network. In most cases, chiropractic care can eliminate the cause of your pain. Call Northwest Kansas Chiropractic at 460-0332. That's 460-0332. Or visit us online at nwkchiro.com. I'm Dr. Griggs, inviting you to stop by and see us and start feeling better today.
Let me ask you something. Are you still using that old couch or recliner from when you graduated college? Is the bed that you've had since you were first married starting to concave, causing you and your partner to roll into one another? If you said yes or even had an inclination, then it's time to go to Office Works and Home Furnishings in Colby, where they offer the best in home decor in Northwest Kansas. There they have the always comfortable Serta beds, a Lazy Boy Comfort Studio, the only one in the region, as well as a great selection of flooring from Shaw and Mohawk. Update your home today with Office Works and Home Furnishings in Colby. They also do office supplies as well.
Pizza Hut in Colby, Kansas is the place to explore flavor. Whether it's classic flavor like pepperoni, meat lovers, or super supreme, or something less traditional like the cherry pepper bombshell, the cockadoodle bacon, or nearly a dozen flavors of Wing Street wings. Pizza Hut in Colby, Kansas has your flavor tonight. Stop by for the amazing lunch buffet, dine in anytime, or call 462-8206 for delivery. Pizza Hut in Colby, Kansas. That's the flavor of now.
The Colby Free Press brings residents of Thomas County news, pictures, and commentary on the happenings, issues, and events that impact the lives of residents of Thomas County. The Colby Free Press is informative and affordable. The Colby Free Press is a local daily newspaper that has earned a great reputation for journalistic excellence and extensive knowledge of the local communities of Colby, Rexford, Brewster, and surrounding communities.
More of the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show. Here's Chad Jones and Thomas Whelan.
Welcome back. At the half, it is 20-14 in favor of the Colby Eagles over the Goodland Cowboys tonight in a rivalry night here in Colby. Kind of some things done at halftime. We had the Goodland band here tonight. They joined the Colby band, did like a deal.
Battle of the Bands.
Battle of the Bands, or they really Battle of the Bands because they there's a joint performance.
Oh, right.
Took place at the half. Now the Colby High School dance team on the field here tonight. Put it on a halftime performance. Kind of a unique deal where they have masks on the back of their heads. Is that what's happening?
I don't know.
Yeah. So it looks like you're looking at the front, but it's actually the back. I don't know. Anyway, their performance going on at half-10. 5:50 to go here before the start of the second half of play tonight. And if you're Colby, I think, obviously you go in the locker room, you're happy you got a 6-point lead in this game, but you're not very happy with the way that first half ended. You gave up 2 touchdowns in a minute and 2 seconds of clock time.
And really hadn't let him move the ball the rest of the first half.
Exactly.
You just had a couple of breakdowns. I mean, the last play, it's tough to cover receivers for that long, and kid ran and dragged right across the field. But I think it was a post corner that Raymer ended up catching for a touchdown earlier on. I mean, that's just a breakdown on communication you guys have on the back end. But I'm sure you're going to get in on board and draw some stuff up for your DBs and share some things up. So hopefully we get that adjusted here in the second half.
And the matchup that they're picking on is Rosales versus Raymer.
Yep.
In this game tonight, that's where Goodland's been. They've been able to get. And it's nothing against Rosales because he's got good coverage all the way down the field, about that last 5 or 10 yards, and then Raymer able to just run past him, just using his speed. Fortunately, they caught up on a couple there at the end of the ball game. The second one wasn't Isaac's anyway. It was a long possession there that. With the scramble, but again, they've had some opportunities with their D. The Colby's got to make some adjustments there.
Yeah, and they'll get it shirt up. Isaac's got to turn a little quicker on those deep routes, but another thing we haven't mentioned tonight, Calvin South's playing corner instead of safety, and Carter Stanley's playing safety for him tonight, and moving some pieces around a little bit. So they've got to do a little more communication tonight.
And again, this is a group that we were healthy here tonight, and we're seeing kids back in normal positions and that kind of stuff, and getting some of the timing back and some of the, responsibilities back under them. And then really some of these kids just getting their legs back under them. We talk about them being healthy, but these kids haven't practiced very much. And they have, some of them haven't played. Carter hasn't played 2 weeks, and even in practice these last 2 weeks hasn't seen a whole lot of reps in practice because they're not taking the risk of, that injury becoming worse. So again, a lot of them trying to get their legs back underneath them. We're seeing that with Shippers tonight. We're starting to see, we talked to that we haven't seen really since the second week of the season. That burst from Jordan back tonight, and he's been pretty solid with that. Scores to pass along here. The latest we had in here. Concordia again leading Scott City 12-7 at half. That's still just
mind-boggling.
Mind-boggling. But yeah, there's still another half to play there. I think things can change in the second half. Holcomb dominating Hugoton tonight 27-0 in that contest. I thought that'd be a little bit better game. But, we're going to see Holcomb possibly next week. And we were talking about this, say the Concordia thing rides out and they somehow get a win over Scott City. This becomes a jumbled up disaster because now you have Colby could either be first place, could be now. It could be, good. Scott City's in. Concordia could get the 1, 2, or 1 or 3. Wait, I mean, it's a mess. It's a mess. How it's going to all play out. But again, Colby takes care of business here tonight. It's not going to matter. They would be 2-1, and then you would they have the head-to-head tiebreaker. Now that you wouldn't have that, it's all going to go to points. It's weird. I'm telling you, it's going to take some pretty good, number crunchers and a couple of advocates to get figured out. But it's really the matter at hand. Get the win here over Goodland tonight.
Yeah, just lock it
should
up.
Be fine. I think the second half of that Concordia-Scott City game will probably change the tide of that one a little bit. But impressive first half nonetheless from Concordia tonight. That game later at home in Concordia, too. It's a long trip. 20-14 our halftime score. You're listening to the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show. The Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride. We'll take a break. Come back and get you set for the second half after a word from our sponsors. You're listening to the Eagles on radio and Colby football on 100.3 The Ride.
You have a name, so the next time you travel to that big city Mega Monster sporting goods store, ask them if they know your name.
Well, give me a minute.
Ask them if they know Northwest Kansas in the tri-state area.
Northwest where? Is that by Wisconsin or something? You know what? I'm only part-time here anyway.
Now visit the Sports Shop in Colby.
Good morning, Sally. Looks like a promising year for the Eagles.
The Sports Shop offers the same great variety and selection as the mega super-duper sporting goods stores, but they're small enough to remember your name, your school mascot, solve problems, and answer questions. The Sports Shop in Colby.
With the success of the Case IH Steiger Quad Track and Magnum Road Track tractors, it's no secret why Case IH is the leader of the track. So it wasn't surprising when the competition started imitating us. But only Case IH offers a 5-axle design to give you a smoother ride and more power to the ground with less burning and compaction. Still, we're flattered. In fact, if we weren't already red, we'd be blushing. To learn more, visit caseih.com/tracks.
Help your body to heal properly with the professionals at Tina Harris Physical Therapy in Colby. Tina and her highly skilled therapists offer the best care possible, whether it's getting you back to 100% after an accident or just helping you reach your peak performance in your active lifestyle. Set up an appointment by calling her office at 785-462-8008. That's 462-8008. Tina Harris Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine Center at 270 North Franklin in Colby. Live your life without physical limitations and pain.
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
All right, team's back out onto the field, and we'll put 3 minutes on the clock here and get you set for the second half. And Thomas would talk about adjustments here in the second half. What do we look for from the Eagles?
On the defensive side, up front, I think they're doing a heck of a job. They're stopping the run. They're keeping Archer once he breaks pocket and contain, and just cheer some things up on the back end. We talked about a couple of guys playing in a new spot for for this week, and as the guys get healthier. But on the offensive side, I mean, I think they're playing well. I mean, I don't think not much. Probably just a few things up front that Goodland's doing. Make sure you get them communicate how you're going to pick them up, and just be disciplined. Don't shoot yourself in the foot with some penalties.
Yeah, I think come out and play solid second half, play the same way you did in the first, and we should be in good shape. I agree with you on offensively. You got it's going to be adapting to the adjustments that Goodland made at halftime too. You know, Goodland's going to try to take that edge away. I've been surprised. Surprised at how good that, or how the Cowboys, I guess, haven't really. You go into this, and we've been running that edge play for the last 4 weeks so consistently in that pitch, and Goodland, with all the prep you thought they had going in on that, it still haven't been able to stop it. Colby's been very good with it.
And they have done, they've done a nice adjustment, the coaching staff for the Eagles from last week to this week. They're not running that arc motion at it to get to that quick pitch. I mean, it's just straight out of the back, or out of that offset, out of the shotgun, and just getting a quick pitch to them there. And so they're not, it's not going to tell, like,
it doesn't look the same.
Yeah, so they're not going to be able to send an automatic on it like Concordia was doing last week in the second half.
And just little minor adjustments here and there make all the difference. Cowboys will have the ball to start the second half of play here tonight. And again, this is when we talked about it. They end the first half literally with a touchdown at the last second. And then they're going to get the ball right back to start the second. It's a Belichick thing, man. He likes those back-to-back possessions when you get them, and Colby needs to be prepared. Chilly here in Colby tonight. If you're outside, it's nice in here.
Yeah, it is really nice.
You know, I have the heater on, but there's enough hot air in this press box to heat a blimp. But it is chilly for the players and the fans out there tonight. The good thing is we've seen looking at the flag, you can see the wind's died down here a little bit as the night's gone on, and that's good news. For the teams coming in here a little bit, and especially the Goodland fans who had to taste right into that north wind. So the Cowboys will await the kickoff from Colby here to start the second half. And the Eagles need to make some adjustments here on defense to try to get some momentum back. Looking at 29 degrees right now. That's the studios at the field here in Colby. 22 degrees with the wind chills. We've got a northwest wind at about 7 miles per hour. So it's died down a lot, but still blowing at 7. All right. Two teams have made their way out here to the field. Second half underway. As we'll have Griffin to kick it away. Waiting on the officials to blow the ball ready for play. Griffin with that squib kick that'll bounce and be picked up at the 35-yard line, and not much on the return that time for Mark Rodriguez. Took it across the 40, and again 44. But again, it's great field position for the Cowboys.
Good tackle by the kicker, Connor Griffin, getting down there, making a stop on kickoff unit.
And Rodriguez will probably hear about that later. Here we go. Levi Archer and the Cowboy offense will head out of the field. We'll see what adjustments the two teams made. Two receivers to the right, one to the left, and I would not be surprised to see Goodland throw almost every down here in the second half. They're going to hand it off on the first one here, though, and they got a nice run. So I stand corrected. Right out to midfield, a gain of about 7 yards on first down that time. A little delayed handoff up the middle by Darson inside.
Inside gets a handoff on his own play, makes a nice cut, sticks 1 foot in the ground, finds a hole, and picks up 7 yards on first down.
The running game was really non-existent for the Cowboys in the first half tonight. They threw the ball well in the second half. Or in the second quarter, especially. Two receivers to the left, Raymer in the slot on that left side. Archer to throw, being pressured. The defender's in his face. He's going to roll to his right side, have some running room, and he'll get a first down as he goes out of bounds at the Eagle 45-yard line. Good job up front. He went to throw that ball, and you saw hands in the air by the defensive line for Colby as he pulled it back and then took off running around the outside. First down on the game. He gained 3 on the play.
Good pressure up front by the defensive line. In the hand.
Good pressure really all night long by the defensive front for Colby. Cowboys with 2 receivers to each side of the field. Shotgun for Archer. Raymer in motion from left to right. They'll end up trips to the right side. They're going to hand it off going to the left side. And inside on the carry, he takes a hit as he gets to the edge. Gains maybe 1 yard to the 45.
Nice job by Jordan Shipper staying on his inside hip. Not falling for a juke and just running him down towards the sideline. Gets help from Isaac Rosales at the end of the play on the stretch play.
Yeah, Shipper's down at Rosales. Was a pretty good hit on him. The Eagles they've been hit hard tonight. Sorry, early in the ball game, Archer took a beating in that first quarter of the game tonight, and they've changed some things up, and they're blocking up front, and it's slowed Colby down. They still had penetration all night long, but haven't had the hits that we saw maybe in that first quarter. We're going to run a little reverse pass play this time. He's got a man open. Raymer makes the catch, and this is going to be pulled in and then out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. As they run this little reverse pass, Gabe Bierman ends up throwing it down the field to Dawson Raymer, and he's finding him out of bounds at the 24. So some trickery there by the Cowboys.
Yeah, a little reverse pass.
Yeah, they tried to run a similar play in that opening quarter, and the Eagles blew it up.
It ends up hitting Raymer on the sideline. I'm not sure if it's drawn up to be a fade stop. That's what it ends up being. And pick up big yards for Goodland in first down.
2 receivers left, 2 to the right, 1 back in the backfield, and that's Peter. Motion across the formation for the Cowboys. Archer to pass, and he is sacked on the play. Eagles got through there immediately. Archer had nowhere to throw and no time to do it. As the Eagles in there immediately, and again, big sack by Hamill. That's going to be a loss of about 12 yards on the play. And what a good timing for Colby. They need a positive play.
He's that bad. Parker Hamill, kid that's been great on that defensive line all year long. Playing inside, a defensive tackle for the Eagles.
Tell you what, he and Sean Rollins and Xavier Slave, those guys have been disruptive all year. Second down and nearly 20 now. Pressure again. Archer steps up in the pocket, fires down the field. Intercepted by Hart. Hart makes the catch on the overthrow. Hart down the sideline. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And a turnover, the first one of the game for either team, and it's an interception by Hart as he makes the pick and then gets a nice return on the play. It was overthrown, intended for Raymer. Hart in great position to make a play on the ball.
Nice job by Zach Hart playing over top of the corner route. Ends up with a big pick. Getting the ball back for the Eagles.
He had opportunity twice earlier in this game to get this, and that one he was able to pull in. And now we'll try to help his cause here as he heads back up to the line of scrimmage. Colby with a double tight set and 2 wing backs. 1 back to the right of Hart out of the pistol. Shippers will go in a little jet motion. They'll pitch it to him on the right side. Gets the corner, cuts it up the field, down the sideline, and he'll be knocked out of bounds. We'll see where they spot him here. It's going to be about a 9-yard gain on the play. I tell you, if that's to the other sideline, he's gone. He just ran out of real estate.
They go back to that quick pitch out of that arc motion with him lining up in the wing, running an arc motion, an old double wing motion. And he's able to get out on the edge and pick up 9 yards on first down.
Stanley to the left side along with Shippers. Slide back to the right. Shippers in motion. They're going to hand it off up the middle on the play. And Stapp is going to get forward for a gain of 5. And an Eagle first down.
Ball carried by Calvin Stapp. Take it 4 yards.
First down for Colby. Ball on the Eagle 39-yard line. The officials timeout. It looked like one of the linemen for Colby might have lost his shoe on the play, trying to get it back on. Scott City on top of Concordia now 14-12. That game at the end of the third quarter.
Third quarter score. Scott City 14, Concordia 12.
Waiting on the shooter. I'm surprised they're letting it go as long as it is, not making them make a substitution here. And we got players helping out with it here, too. There we go. And to get a... They're still working on it. Dawn, I think, but now they're trying to tie it here. I can't tell what's it. Yeah, there we go. And it was Hart that had the shoot off. I'm glad they let it go as long as they did. How many Eagles does it take to put on a shoe? Wide to the left side is Brandon, one receiver to the right side for Colby. Double tights with Shippers in the backfield. He'll get the handoff. Jordan? Nope, they're going to keep the keeper. Hart with a great fake, keeps himself on the right side of Hart with a nice run down the sideline. He'll be deep into Goodland territory. They'll spot him out of bounds at the 32.
Eagles come out in an A set out of the pistol, run the zone read. And a nice keep by Zach Hart.
29-yard run for Hart. 1st and 10 to go for the Eagles. Again into Cowboy territory. We have an official timeout. Now what? Now one of the Cowboy players needs to tie his shoe. Now it's Dawson inside, and he is hurt on the play. I thought, looked like when I first looked there that he was kneeling down tying his shoe, but no, he's banged up on the play. Not something we want to see by any stretch of the imagination. Is anybody getting hurt here tonight for either team? And he is up on his knees. He's just something banged up on that one. 8:34 to go. We're in the third quarter tonight. Colby's on top, 20-6. Eagles needing to win tonight or lose by 9 or less. Take the number 2 spot, assuming Scott City is able to finish off Concordia. They are leading 14-12 at the end of the third quarter now. The other scores that we had here tonight at half, Wellington was on top of Ulysses 14-7. And the Eagles ready to go here is inside off the field now for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 for Goodland, or for Colby, I should say. Double tight end set. And the Eagles into that diamond formation. Hart in the pistol. In the middle of the diamond, he'll hand it off right side to Shippers. Shippers on the edge, gets it down the field near the 20-yard line, and finally drug down at the 20, which will be close to a first down, and he may have it here. As they spot him on the 20, that's enough. A little over 10 yards on the gain for Colby.
Another stretch play outside of that, or out of that diamond formation to Shippers.
Eagles ready to go again. 8:13 to go in the quarter. Same formation here for Colby. Hart. Going to hand it off to Stapp, going to the left side this time, and Stapp with good blocking in front of him. Kicks it to the edge, and Stapp down the sideline. Should have enough for the first down, depending on the spot. It looks like another Cowboy down on the play.
Archer. Slow getting up.
Yeah.
There's a penalty marker on the field.
Yeah, there's a flag down on the play on the far side of the line of scrimmage. You'll run the right side of the field. Levi Archer very slow getting up on that play. See what the flag is. The flag is a good 6 yards, or 6 yards beyond the line of scrimmage. So if it's a hold, it'll be from there. And it's a face mask on Goodland. Wow.
On the backside of the play.
Yeah, away from the play. That's terrible. And that'll be tacked on to the end of the play. Half the distance to the goal. So, Colby's going to get it. At about the 5. The ball was right at the 10. First and goal to go for Colby. Ball right at the 5-yard line. And now the Eagles will get the play in from the sideline here. Eagles will send Stanley wide to the left side, a slot to the left as well. Two receivers tight to the right. Motion to the right side, one back in the backfield. Hart gets the handoff to Shippers. Shippers on the right side, into the end zone untouched. Great blocking for the Eagles that time. Jordan Shippers takes it in, but didn't have to do a lot of work on that one. Just followed the big guys and takes it in for another 6 points for Colby.
Great job up front. The Eagles are lined up for 2.
And again, missed that extra point opportunity early in the game and then missed on the 2-point conversion earlier in the game. So trying to get back to the 28 points on the board. They're going to get it. Shippers on the right side takes it in again untouched. And it's 28-14. The Eagles have doubled up the Cowboys with 7:52 to go in the third quarter. Back with more of the Eagles on radio and Colby football in just a minute.
With High Plains Co-op, it's great to know that the more things change, the more things stay the same. High Plains Co-op with locations in Hoxie, Dresden, Grainfield, Gem, Halford, Park, Selden, and in Levant. They're here to give you the service you deserve. High Plains Co-op is available for your grain, fuel, and feed needs. Check out their website at highplainscoop.com for up-to-date markets. Standing with you is High Plains Co-op.
ServiceMaster in Colby, Kansas wants you to know that your carpet is like a huge air filter, trapping dust mites, pollen, bacteria, and every time you walk across your carpet, you stir those things up in the air, and you and your family are breathing all that in. It can irritate your lungs, complicate asthma, even make you sick. But for more than 50 years, ServiceMaster Clean has been serving both residential and commercial customers. The pros at ServiceMaster will do whatever it takes to make sure you and your family live in a happy, healthy, clean home. Call ServiceMaster at 785-462-3423 to get started today. Your family is worth it. Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Colby on top 28-14 after the Shippers touchdown. 7:52 to go in the contest. The Eagles have right around 346 yards of offense in the game so far tonight. And they've been dominant there. And this time a little more of a downfield end-over-end line drive kick, and Goodland actually has a nice return. They'll take it out to the 47 of the Cowboys. Good field position again for Goodland to start this drive. Goodland will take over here, and Archer, after throwing an interception on that last drive, they're trying to get lined up again here. They got one man split out wide to the left side. I tell you, this guy's huge with Devin Jipping. Looks like a lineman. He's going to run it out and go the other direction. The receiver had fallen down. Kind of a timing throw that time. The pass incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Looks like Raymer's trying to run a hitch route on the far side of the field. Feet slip out from underneath of him.
Hey, Goodland's had that happen a few times tonight. Yep. With their wide receivers falling down. Field's in good condition. That really has a lot to do with it. I mean, it is hard when it gets cold, but having some footing issues. Cowboys with 2 receivers stacked now on both sides of the field. Out of the shotgun. Archer gets the snap. Pressure coming. Gets the throw off. Again looking for Raymer. The pass a little low and incomplete. Had to hurry it a bit. It's going to bring it up 3rd and 10. Boy, Colby would love to get a stop here and get a very quick 3 and out. It's a slow-moving ball game tonight. Again, with the ball in the air a lot. Colby really has not passed a lot in the contest tonight, but haven't had to. Their running game's been dominant. Cowboys set. Archer out of the shotgun, takes the handoff. Being pressured, rolling to his left. Penalty flag is down. The catch is made, and this is going to be enough for the first down. But this is going to... Oh, the ball came loose. Colby has it at the end. The Eagles recovered here on the left sideline, but they're going to say he was out of bounds first. Yes, he was down first. Jipping had the first down at the reception, but I think this is going to be a hold, and this is going to come back. It is against the Cowboys. So the Cowboys will take this penalty.
The 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
And with the penalty, that marks them all the way back to the 30-yard line, which makes it a third down and forever. They're going to have to go almost 30 yards on this one. And that's the big thing with this penalty is, again, these are holding penalties come from the spot of the hold, not from the line of scrimmage. So this happened 7 yards deep, and then you tuck another 10 yards on it because it's a 17-yard penalty. And that's what we're looking at, third down at 27. And again, Goodland has done good on these plays. They like these down-the-field throws. Colby's got to make sure to keep things in front of him. Archer in trouble, rolling to his right side, throws across his body, nearly intercepted. Good defense by the Eagles. They make a break on the ball there on the left side, but aren't able to pull it in.
And that was a good job by Calvin Stapp.
Yeah, Calvin Stapp on that one.
Archer tried to squeeze one into a window, and Calvin broke on the route.
So we have a punting situation now for Goodland on 4th and 27. Definitely going to be kicking this one. They have a very capable punter in Dawson Raymer. He has been booming the ball here tonight. Very high, deep kicks. Colby doesn't really go after this one. This is another high one. Fair catch called for. And Stapp pulls it in. Tough catch there by Stapp, but he gets it at the 35-yard line, and the Eagles will take over 1st and 10 from there. 7:18 to go here in the third quarter of play. Colby up 28-14. The Eagles line the football. Again, this is a slow-moving game with all the passing on the Goodland side. We've got a lot of stoppages of the clock, and Colby on the other end, they've had a lot of big plays and scored, the drives haven't been long ones. So the Eagles will take over on the 34-yard line of Goodland. Excuse me, their own 34. Motion across to the left side. Chippers alone in the backfield behind Hart. Snap is low, and whistles and flags, and we'll see what happened here at the line of scrimmage. So procedure against Colby. 5-yard penalty. So 1st and 15. Eagles will have one receiver to the right, slot to the left, and will go in motion across the formation and Branham. Double tights. Shippers on the handoff to the right side, tripped up. In the backfield, he's going to lose a couple of yards. Good open field tackle that time by the Cowboys. The Chipper's getting ready to make a cutback and gets tripped up at the ankles.
Second on 17.
There we go. Eagles out of the diamond formation. Shippers gets the handoff on the right side. Tries to cut it up the middle. Not there. Gain of a yard maybe on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd and long here for the Eagles.
Cowboys have done a nice job making an adjustment in the second half on that diamond formation.
Colby has not thrown a lot in this game tonight. So a definite passing situation here on 3rd and 15. Eagles getting the play in. Archer, wide to the left side along with Shippers. Stapp in the slot to the left. Rosales alone on the right side. Hart gets the snap. Has the ball tipped at the line of scrimmage, intercepted, and this will be a pick six. It dives in there for the Cowboys. That one tipped in the backfield, and that took out all the steam off the throw there. And Wood, with the pick, takes it in for the Cowboys. Well, there was necessarily a bad throw by Hart. It
ball got
tipped in the backfield.
Turned up into a duck, and Woods ran underneath of it.
So that one goes for about 32 yards. Well, yeah, definitely tipped in the backfield. Pressure on Hart, and the pass ends up being intercepted. Goodland now going to line up for two. We'll run the Archer to the right side. He just goes out of bounds. Nowhere to cut it up. Just takes it out of bounds. Unsuccessful conversion. And it's 28-20. Cowboys trailing Colby. We'll keep it here. 5:48 to go. We're still in the third quarter tonight. The interception return for a touchdown by Lucas Wood. Now the Eagle offense is going to have to come back on the field and see if they can put another drive together. Again, that's kind of a tough one for Hart, I think. You know, under pressure that time.
Hadn't thrown the ball. Gosh, he had a passing opportunity in the second half.
Not in the second half, no. So I had to throw there, and then again tipped by the defender in the backfield and then intercepted.
Right, and it's all set up by the false start, the movement up front on first down.
Yep. That 5-yard penalty. But 2 drives tonight that cost for that.
Yep.
And the Cowboys looking like an onside kick here. The Eagles get set. Onside, and the Eagles recover it. Great field position. They'll start at midfield. Cowboys have a very capable kicker. They're getting something deep, and again, the Eagles will recover this, and they will take the ball on the 49-yard line anytime you give it to them. And so, Eagle offense will head out here and see if they can't put something together. If they can avoid a penalty, I think they, again, they've been able to do things at will in this game. Shippers in motion for Colby to the left side. They're going to hand it off up the middle, though. And this is Stapp on the carry, breaking some tackles and picking up a nice gain of about 7 yards on the left side.
Stapp, the ball carrier. Tackle made by Gabe Gearman.
Nice play call. And Stapp up the middle. You got Shippers going in motion to the other side.
2 receivers to each side for Colby. Shippers in the backfield. Ram in motion from left to right. Hart gets the snap. He'll keep it himself on the right side. He's going to be hit and brought down. With forward progress, he'll be close to the first down, but I think he's going to be just a little bit short. It's going to depend on the spot here. Yeah, he'll be short with where they spot it here. It'll be third down and short for Colby, which is fine. You like his little 4 or 5 yard pound away at him and get this clock moving. We've still got 4:40 to go in the third quarter tonight. Third one. Eagles back to the line of scrimmage, double tight end set. They're going to that diamond formation again. They like to run to the right with Shippers out of this. That's what they've done earlier in the ball game. Hart gets the snap. They're going to go left side to Stapp. Stapp Breaks tackles. He's gone down the sideline. Snap at the 20, the 15, 10, and drugged down shy of the end zone by Raymer, but another big run for the Eagles as Stapp takes it from the 42-yard line, and they're going to spot him at the 5. Huge run for the Eagles, and another first down.
The same play we ran all night out of that diamond formation, go double tight diamond formation. On that stretch play. This time we're running with Calvin Stapp going the other direction. Calvin gets a big gain.
First and 10 for Colby. Eagles are going to try to punch it in here and add to their 8-point lead. Hart, the man in motion to the right side. And it's a quarterback keeper by Hart up the middle, and he's going to get close, but not quite in. They're going to spot him right at the goal line. Second and goal from there. High scoring affair here tonight. 48 points already put on the board here, and we still got under 4 to go in the third quarter now. Eagles looking over the sideline to get the play. The Eagles back to the line of scrimmage. We'll have a double wing formation here. Shippers in motion to the right. Hart going to keep it himself up the middle. And with second effort, he gets in. What a job by Hart. He stopped initially, then he kicks it out to the right side, tucks it back up the middle, and scores.
It looked like everybody quit playing with Zach Hart on that touchdown run.
He didn't. Hart takes it in from a yard out, 3:22 to go in the third quarter, and the Eagles up 34-20.
Coming out in that arc motion with Jordan Shippers, look like they're going to do the quick pitch we've done the last few weeks and then take a handoff down the middle of the Tucker Brandon, and Hart keeps it.
Eagles going to line up for 2 here. Getting out of that diamond formation, they're going to go to Stapp on the left side. Stapp waits for the hole to develop, dives forward, and looks like he got in. I'm not sure, but there is a penalty flag down as well. Again, players slow getting up for the Cowboys. And we'll see what the flag is. If it's on Goodland, the Eagles will have another opportunity here. And the question, too, we never had an indication, but I don't think he got in. Holding on Colby. And that's declined because he did not get in, so the 2-point conversion is no good. It's 34-20. Wow. 3:22 to go in the third quarter of play. We'll have the kick coming here in just a minute. We're still in the third quarter. This is going to be a little longer game here tonight with the passing, but this is a slow-moving affair. We're already at 9 o'clock Central Time here this evening. We still got a quarter and almost a half to go in this one. Now again, the Eagles getting into the end zone. Capping off a drive, started on their own 34-yard line. So Colby taking it 66 yards on the drive. With that drive, the Eagles go to 412 yards of offense in the first 3 quarters of this ballgame tonight. Pretty impressive. And the Eagles will get set to kick it again. The last one was a little line drive up the middle. Instead of that scrub to the outside that we're accustomed to for Colby. And that's what we're going to get again here. Slow rolling one. Finally picked up at the 30. The Eagles there immediately to make the stop at the 36-yard line. The ball may have came loose on that one. There's a scramble here at the end of the play. And it is Goodland football. So here's the Cowboy defense here. or the offense, I should say, the Eagle defense getting set again. They'd love to make a stop on this drive. Cowboys have 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and that's where they're going to look, and that's Raymer who makes the catch and gets away from the first defender, and Raymer drugged down by Shippers at the 40-yard line. Big gain for the Cowboys. They're going to go for about 22 on that one.
Raymer runs a deep hitch route. Isaac Rosales giving him a little cushion because of the couple touchdowns he scored in the first half and the speed that he has on the outside. And that time, Isaac isn't able to drag him down on the initial contact. Luckily, Jordan Shippers is able to run sideline to sideline and clean the play up.
Cowboys set again. They'll have a man in motion from left to right, so they'll end up with 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. And again, that motion man was going forward at the snap of the football. Archer in the backfield, struck down, he's sacked. He's sacked across midfield. The Eagles get him again. Great job, 2 defenders there initially. Branham's going to get credit for the sack on the play as he gets a hold of Archer and does not let him go. It was Slavin, yeah. Branham in there under pressure as well, but Slavin's finished it off.
A huge sack.
Yeah, that one goes for 14 yards, almost 15 yards on the sack.
Colby brings the blitz on first down, bringing Tucker Branham, trying to get Archer uncomfortable in the pocket, make him move around a little bit, and he moves right into Xavier Slavin.
Archer's been beat up tonight. We saw him get up slow several times. He's been hit a lot. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left for the Cowboys again. Archer gets the snap. Eagles bringing the pressure again. Archer running away to his right side, throws across his body, and is that caught? Yes. Pulled in by the Cowboys. Wasn't sure on that one.
Good catch by Bierman.
Yeah, Bierman pulls it in. That's a gain of about 8 or 9 on the play. 7. Give him 7. Back into Colby territory, though, at the 46-yard line, 47-yard line. But again, good pressure. Now the Eagles keeping Archer out there. He's getting happy feet quickly now. He's not messing around on those rollouts.
Yeah, well, they're getting to him. They're forcing him out as well. You know, he's getting uncomfortable.
2 receivers to each side for Goodland. Archer gets the snap. Again, the Eagles pressure. And Archer steps up, trying to avoid the defenders, and he's going to be drugged down for a gain of maybe 1 on the play. And I tell you what, he's something defensive end on the far side for Colby. Just threw the Goodland defender like a rag doll and kept coming right at Archer.
Picked up in the middle of the field by Tucker Branham.
And it brings up 4th and 16 for the Cowboys, who are trailing by 2 scores here with 1:05 to go in the third quarter. And in Colby territory, and they're going to go for it. We'll have a chance to really pin Colby deep here, but they're going to take a shot. The Eagles need to make a play. Archer out of the shotgun. 2 receivers stacked to each side. Colby showing blitz here before the snap, and they will come with it. Eagles coming with the blitz. Archer trying to get away from it. Does initially. Gets away from the second line. Now running down the sideline, and he goes out of bounds. On 4th down, he runs out of bounds. There's 1 defender to beat there. Instead of trying to make a play on it, he goes out of bounds. And it'll be Colby football.
Colby does a nice job.
I don't know if he gets it anyway, but he gets close.
Right. Colby does a nice job forcing him out. Gets a couple hands on him, and it will bring him down. Archer is able to keep his feet.
So Colby takes over on downs, 1st and 10. The Eagles will start this drive on the 36-yard line. Two receivers to each side of the field. Pistol formation, motion across the formation for Colby. Hard gets the snap. And it's a little counter play to Shippers on that cross buck. And Jordan hit at the line of scrimmage. Able to finish forward for a couple. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. And that should be the final play of the quarter. The Eagles do not have to run another one. And I don't believe they will. 33-14, the final score. Holcomb gets the win tonight over Huguenin. Fourth quarter coming up after this word from our sponsors. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio. And Colby football on 100.3 The Ride. The Eagles on top, 34-20.
Ram Power Days at Colby Dodge. Take advantage of discounts up to $10,250 off MSRP on new 2017 Ram 1500s. We have a great selection of Ram trucks in stock, equipped with popular packages to meet your needs, such as the Laramie, Rebel, and Tradesman, and Express. Stop by and visit with a salesperson and see which package suits your needs. Visit us in person at exit 53 I-70, Colby, Kansas, or online at colbydodge.com.
Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?
Yeah, I'll take a small Coke.
And I'll have a large, please.
You know, you can get any size Coke for just $1, right?
So, a small Coke is just $1?
Uh-huh.
And a large is just $1?
Yes. Are you guys okay?
You just blew our different size minds. Sorry, he got excited again.
It's nice getting any size bang for your buck. So come into McDonald's and get an ice-cold, delicious any size Coke for just $1. A la carte only. Price and participation may vary.
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Eagles on radio. Colby football. We're finally ready for the fourth quarter tonight. Long ball game here, and it's going to get longer because Goodland's going to be forced to throw even more as they're trailing in this game. Colby going to try to pound away and take time off the clock. The Eagles have a second down and 9 here as we start the fourth quarter. Ball on their own 38-yard line. Diamond formation for Colby out of the pistol. They ran this very well tonight. Eagles are going to run it to the left side. Staff cuts it up the field and gets a couple of yards on the play. Didn't quite able to get the corner that time.
Good play by Rodriguez playing defensive end, and Gabe Bierman walking down as a cornerback out of that double tight set, able to set the edge.
Colby back to the line of scrimmage. On third down and 6 to go. 2 receivers to each side, also slot to the right. Shippers in motion going to the right side. They're going to fake the pitch to him. Hart keeps himself on the left side. Hart with a lot of running room. Kicks it up the middle of the field. Hart outrunning the defender for the Cowboys, and he's going to get inside the 5 before he's finally drugged down. Huge run for Hart. He takes that one 55 yards.
Colby comes out empty backfield. Under a little arc motion with Jordan Shippers trying to run that quick pitch play. They fake it. Hart takes it back the other way and outruns almost everybody to the end zone to drag him down by his shoelaces inside the 5.
Eagles looking over to the sideline for the play here. Chance to go up by 3 scores in the game. Eagles head to the line of scrimmage. Rosales split wide to the right side. Eagles with 3 receivers stacked to the left side. Pitch will go to Stapp on that 3 receiver side. Dives for the end zone and does not get in. We'll see where they put the spot. Boy, the spot was terrible. No gain on the play. Looked like he had gotten forward close to the end zone. He obviously didn't get in, but they're going to say his knee touched down pretty early on that one.
Second down and goal.
Colby trying to get the play in. There's something with the clock that they didn't like here.
Clock wasn't running on the scoreboard.
So that's what it was.
They're trying to get the clock running.
Yeah, the scoreboard clock was not running, and the coaches were trying to get that going. Oh. Okay. And that's with the spot on this, too. And now they're going to have another discussion here as to what happened on this play. The officials had indicated it was a missed 2-point conversion attempt. There was no touchdown. And now they're explaining it to the Goodland coach. So when you do that, with that indication, it stops the clock. Right. A lot of Colby coaches were furious. And the officials don't know what to do. They're out talking to Coach Topliff on the far side. And now the White Hat talking to the Eagle players. Coach Topliff not happy. And it looked like, again, Stapp was close to the one on the play, or close to the end zone. And they're going to keep it back at about the 3. Eagles with a handoff up the middle this time, and Jordan Calvin Stapp going to pound his way through and into the end zone for the Eagles for the 3-yard touchdown run. Calvin Stapp takes it in for Colby. And the Eagles on top now 40-20, and we'll try to add to it with the extra point. Eagles back up, trying for the 2-point conversion here. Out of that diamond formation, but they're going to put Branham in motion to the right side. Hart going to throw, rolls to his right, throws across his body, and completes it into the end zone. 2-point conversion attempt, pulled down by Branham, and the Eagles on top 42-20. Good job by Stapp taking that one in. We'll take the break. Back with more of the Eagles on radio and Colby football in just a minute.
This time of the year can get a little stressful on your finances. If you're in the need for any type of loan, come in and talk to their local grown loan officers at the People's State Bank. They live in this area, so they know this area. They pride themselves on getting you the fastest response possible. Since most of them have been in business or have come off the farm, they really do know the local ag economy. They want to take this time and thank you for your patronage at the People's State Bank, with locations in Colby, Oakley, Hoxie, Goodland, and McDonald. The People's State Bank, member FDIC.
For one-stop shopping in Colby, Kansas, don't forget about Colby's Walmart. Walmart in Colby has a great selection of grocery items in the store. From meat to macaroni, they've got it in the grocery department of Walmart. And, of course, all the latest movies on DVD or Blu-ray, as well as your favorite PlayStation or Wii games. Walmart in Colby also has clothes, dog food, and, of course, the pharmacy there to serve you as well. Walmart of Colby, proud to be part of the community and proud to support local high school student-athletes. For all your one-stop shopping, it's Walmart in Colby.
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Well, the Eagles with the kickoff, and they're going to get another offsides. Second one called on Colby tonight. Goodland had one called on the kickoff. You never see it this third time tonight. Doesn't normally happen. Eagles on top, and a really dominant football game tonight. For Colby here, as they've really taken over here in the second half. Kickoff upcoming here from the Eagles. And they go with the squib this time, and it bounces and rolls. That's still in play. Finally goes out of bounds around the 37-yard line. And tell you what, the Eagles had time to get down there.
I got that one, yeah. Goodland about let that go a little too long.
And we saw it happen in the Scott City game. They let one go too long, and the Eagles got it.
Yep.
Can't mess around with it too much. Now Goodland making a decision here. And Goodland's going to wave the flag off. If they accept the penalty, they get it at the 35. They decline it, they get it at the 37. So what happened in that one? Cowboys will head back to the line of scrimmage here, 1st and 10. 2 receivers to each side. Archer in the shotgun. Gets a snap, looking to his right, not there. Now rolls under pressure, hit hard as he throws, and he just threw it away. Do like the fact that the Eagle player helps him up afterward.
Xavier Slavens again in the backfield.
Okay, Archer's going to see Xavier Slavens and Hamill and some of these other guys when he goes to bed tonight, has that horrible nightmare, as he has been just beat on in this game tonight. Cowboys have lost a couple of offensive linemen. They had one that quit the football team this week, one of their starters, and had another one a couple of weeks ago that decided not to finish out the season as well. 2 starters. They still have a lot of size, and they've got 3 seniors and 2 juniors up front here. So not an inexperienced group. They have been dominated by the Eagle defensive line tonight. Archer with a pass and a little hook and ladder, and that's going to be run very well by the Cowboys for a touchdown. Cowboys are going to take this one all the way to the end zone on the hook and ladder. Good call. 64 yards. Yeah. Raymer, I should say, is Archer to Raymer to Peter. 64 yards on the hook and ladder. And Colby not able to defend the trickery that time by the Cowboys. That one comes with 9:57 to go. And the Cowboys will line up and go for a 2-point conversion here. Trailing 42-26. 2 receivers split to each side. Motion across the formation. Archer gets the pass, or the snap. Throws, completes it on the outside, but the Eagles there immediately for the stop. Wow.
Good play by Zach Hart.
Hart delivers a massive hit and stops Moore where he makes the catch. We'll take a break. Kickoff coming up after this. Colby on top 42-26. 9:57 to go in the game.
Taco John's, master of tacos, has officially mastered nachos. We call them new sirloin steak nachos. A meal-sized stack of fresh-made tortilla chips topped with creamy poblano queso and hand-carved cuts of juicy sirloin steak. Each bite is loaded with so much steak, you'll agree, we nailed it. They're so epic, you might as well start calling us Nacho Johns, because new sirloin steak nachos aren't just a game changer, they're a name changer. Well, we aren't really going to change our name, but you get the point. Crush the all-new sirloin steak nachos, only at Taco John's.
Taco John's in Colby.
Hi, I'm Ashley Rail from Farm Credit of Western Kansas, your local multi-peril and crop hail agent. We can help you protect your investment in this season's crop with a risk management plan that's right for your farming operation. A plan that can help you weather the storms that come your way this season. Call Farm Credit in Colby at 800-657-6048. Ask how we can help you with a crop insurance plan that makes sense for your operation. This entity is an equal opportunity provider.
Welcome back to the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show. With the scoring summary and highlights, here's Chad Jones.
Well, obviously that'll be coming up when we get to the postgame. And we've got 9:56 to go in the game first. And onside kick attempt by Goodland recovered by Colby. And it's kind of an onside, but it really wasn't a hard run by Goodland after it. Colby was able to just kind of take their time and pull that one in. And Eagles are going to start on the 49-yard line there. Their own 49. So tremendous field position. Eagles will get set here, hard out of the pistol with that diamond formation around him. Hart gets the snap, hands it off, snap around the left side. Calvin dives forward across the 40-yard line to the 39. Stays in bounds.
Ball carried by Calvin.
And gains 11 yards.
Now the diamond set again. Same stretch play to Calvin Stapp. Takes up big blocks by Tucker Branham and Jordan Shippers on the edge and picks up the first down.
So the clock starts now. 1st and 10 for Colby. Eagles to the line of scrimmage. Rosales to the right side. Staff in the slot to the right. Hart out of the pistol with Shippers behind him, and Branham up at the line of scrimmage. Staff in motion to the left. And handoff Shippers on the left side, dives forward for a yard of the play. Looked like Hart wanted to take that one back, and kind of a late decision.
Yeah, it looks like he got caught in between, and at the last second tried to pull it back, couldn't get away from him. Colby actually comes out unbalanced line. Carter Stanley's the young man on the line of scrimmage on the near side of the field. They take Sean Hall and put him on the far side, so he got 3 offensive linemen over there.
Eagles will get the play from the sideline. Staff and Rosales to the left side. 2 receivers to the right as well. Hart gets the snap. Hands it off. Shippers up the middle. Jordan pounding his way forward and across the 35-yard line and down to about the 32. So we'll give him 7 yards on the carry.
7-yard gain. 3rd down and 3.
3rd down, about 3 to go for the Eagles. Diamond formation out of the double tight set. And whistle and a timeout taken by Goodland with 8:12 to go. They use a timeout.
Interesting timeout here by Goodland.
Yeah, very interesting timeout. You'd think, down the way they are, they'd want to save those as many as they could to the end of the ball game.
It's a 3rd and 3. But, I mean, you still got to get stops to get back in the game.
Sure.
You want to look at that diamond set, I guess. Talk it over.
Colby's had some success with that tonight, and I think Goodland will make sure their guys are in the right position. Eagles are in 4-down territory, too, now, though, deep in, inside the 35-yard line of the Cowboys. Are definitely going to be going for it on 4th if they don't get it here on 3rd. Colby, 394 yards of offense as of right now in the game. 6 yards shy of going. They're going over 500 yards in the game. They have 494 yards of offense. 3rd down and 3. Colby with a different formation this time. A double wing set. Hart going to keep it himself. Fumble the football. The ball is loose, and Goodland has it. The Cowboys have the ball. And Goodland's going to take over. That's the one thing you can't do right now if you're Colby. Don't want to give them extra possessions. There's still plenty of time left here.
I got to get back after on defense. Just put that one behind you.
So here comes the Cowboys. And the Eagle defense needs to be ready. 8:05 to go. We'll be up 42-26. Archer to pass. Pressured. Steps up and sacked again. The Eagles have been on him all night. Credit that one, though, to the secondary because Archer had enough time to throw the ball, just nowhere to go with it.
Sean Hall gets around, pushes him up into Xavier Slavin's coming into the backfield. He ends up getting credit for the sack. Sean Hall pushes him to him.
2nd down, 16.
So the Cowboys with the 2nd and 16, and they will huddle. Now get back to the line of scrimmage. 7:28 to go, and 2 receivers to each side, 1 back in the backfield with Archer. Eagles with a good rush, and they go with the screen pass to Goodland. The catch is made, but the Eagles there immediately to break the stop for a gain of just 2 on the play. Good job on the outside by the Eagle defense.
Goodland tries to jailbreak screen to the far side of the field. Great job by second level of the Eagle defense, able to get over there and pick him up at the line of scrimmage, making it 3rd and long.
6:50 to go here in the 4th quarter of this one. 6:40 to go. Again, Colby on top 42-26.
It's third down.
Goodland with the football, third down, and 14 to go. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. For Goodland, Archer out of the shotgun. Back to pass. Late pressure coming. They throw over the middle, and it's dropped. Dropped. Evan Peter had it, couldn't hold on.
Thrown a little behind Evan Peter, running a wheel route out of the backfield down the sideline. Ball thrown a little bit behind him, and able to bring it in. Zach Hart does a nice job. Actually, it's Rosales does a nice job coming down on it there when the ball arrives. But
so the Cowboys get set again here on a 4th and 14 from their own 37, but again, trailing with the season on the line. They got to go. They have to beat Colby by 10 to be able to move on to the playoffs, not just win tonight. The Eagles pressure again. Archer scrambling for his life. Good block. And a penalty flag going to be thrown as the pass is incomplete. And this block may have been right up to the head of the Eagle defender. But we'll see. Thrown by the White Hat.
There is a penalty flag on the play.
It looked like they hit the Eagle player right in the head on the block. And here's the deal. I don't know, agree or not with the penalty on this one, but it's most likely going to be declined anyway, as it was a 4th down play and they did not get the first.
yeah.
Did he get it?
Yeah, he's passed.
Yeah. Well, that is a big play. It'd be huge. I thought they'd spotted him short, but yeah, he is across. And they waved the flag off. So it is a 1st down for Goodland. The block was up towards the head, but I think he hit him well.
He got him with his shoulder.
He got him with the shoulder. I didn't think it was a bad play.
No. It was a big hit. It was what it was. And it was a heck of a job by the receiver. It's been a little, maybe it was Wood, tight roping that sideline.
Cowboys back with the football. 1st and 10 to go. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Archer to pass. Throws, tipped by Colby, batted up in the air, nearly caught by Goodland, and incomplete.
Pass intended for Johnson Ranger.
2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
They'll get it spotted here. 6:13 on the clock with the incompletion stopping the clock. 2 receivers to each side. Archer gets the snap to pass again. Looking to his left side. Catch is made, a huge hit after that. That's a great job of holding on to the football that time by Dawson Raymer because he took a shot.
Great hit by Isaac Rosales. Raymer runs a hitch route. Rosales comes in with a big hit at the end of the play.
3rd and 4. Clock running, though, with 5:45 to go. I'm surprised Goodland's huddling at this point.
I am, too. Should be in a hurry up.
Third down and about 4 to go. Archer to pass. Gets rid of this one, and it is caught by Raymer, and he gets loose. Raymer down the sideline, and Schipper's able to chase him out of bounds at about the 15. Clock stops with 5:18 to go, and Goodland down at the 15. Now you look at this, Goodland's got to get 16 to tie, so they have to score an additional 10 on top of that. So they have to put 26 points on the board in 5:18. But they are a explosive offense for sure. 2 receivers stacked to each side. Archer to pass, doesn't have anything, now runs with it. Up the middle, and Archer's going to take it into the end zone. 15-yard touchdown run by Archer with 5:11 to go in the game. And the Cowboys get in. A 15-yard touchdown run. And Cowboys will get set for 2. Get it to a one-possession game if they can get it. Three receivers left and one to the right. Archer out of the shotgun. Throws on the quick slant to the right. Broken up by the Eagles. Incomplete. Incomplete, intended for Raymer. And it stays a 10-point ball game with 5:11 to go here in the fourth quarter tonight. Wow. 42-32. Colby on top. 74 points on the board tonight in this contest. Unbelievable. And we still got lots of time left. Thompson for Colby, you know what's coming here. I mean, we're going to see the onside here. We're going to get a hands team out there and make sure that they fall on it. Fall on the ball. Fall on it. Run your offense. So here we go. Cowboys will kick from the left hash mark. Colby will wait here for the onside. Here comes the kick. And it's a short one. It's going to end up out of bounds. It was touched, I believe, by Goodland before it went 10 yards. Penalty flag down. We may have had somebody offsides to begin with, which is what the call is. Fourth time we've had an offsides on the kickoff tonight. 2 on each team. Oh, that's got to be a record. It may be a record. It may be. And I'm not even arguing with it. It's not like a bad call. No, just no. Unreal. Kickoff coming here. So the Cowboys will try the onside again, this time from the 35. Got to get to the 45 before they can touch it. And they go with just a line slip kick that's going to bounce and roll out of bounds down the field. And the Eagles are going to end up with the ball on the 35.
He's got a bounce penalty.
There's where they will start this drive. And after Colby, you're just trying to run the clock. And you are holding on to the rock for dear life. They've had high-scoring affairs in these last two matchups. Colby beat Goodland last year 54-18 in that contest. But again, even more put up here tonight, 74 points have been put on the board. The Eagles will go into that diamond formation with a double tight end set. Hart waits for the snap. Hands it off left side. Stapp trying to get around the corner. Stay in bounds. No, he's pushed out. He's pushed out after about a 3-yard gain. Penalty flag down.
Forced out of bounds by Levi Archer.
And we'll see what the flag is. Might be a block in the back on Colby. So this will not. This will go for not. And the Eagles haven't had a ton of penalties in this game, but the ones they've had have been costly.
Yeah, that's a costly mistake here.
So away here, they get it. There you go. So they finally get it spotted here. It's going to be down at the 32.
After the penalty, first down, 17.
5 minutes, 5 seconds to go in this game. It's 1st and 17 for the Eagles. The Eagles with that diamond formation. Handoff Stamp on the left side. Nice piece of running here for Calvin as he pounds his way forward for
once again by Calvin.
gain of 6 yards on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 11.
Levi Archer to line over the tackle. Gain of 6 yards. 2nd down, 11.
2nd down and 11 for Colby. Double tight end set. The Eagles with that diamond formation again. Hart watching that back judge to take as much time as possible off the clock. He starts his countdown. Hart gets a snap. Handoff Shippers. Shippers to the right side, cuts it up the middle. Jordan breaking tackles, trying to get to the outside. Boy, he was one away from breaking that one all the way. Shippers goes for 10. It'll bring up 3rd and 1.
Nice outside zone, Jordan Shippers. Somebody gets a hand on his where the nameplate is and drags him down. Or he's gone for 6. Gets close to a first down is a big thing. Picks up a good chunk of yards. We can pick up this last yard. Heck of a lot more time to come off the clock.
With that run, the Eagles have gone over 500 yards of offense tonight, Thomas. 504 yards of offense. That is unbelievable. 3rd down and less than a yard here for the Eagles. They'll go into a power I formation here. Hard under center. Gets the play call here. Quick snap, handoff Shippers. Shippers up the middle, and Jordan's got the first down and more as he's finally stopped at the Cowboy 45-yard line, a gain of 6.
Big 3rd down play.
Yep. And the Eagles have a chance to continue to run this out. Now, the Cowboys do have 2 timeouts remaining. 3:15 to go on the clock. And at this point, the Eagles have pretty much sealed that trip to the postseason, and the fact that, again, they would have to lose by 10.
Yeah, but
not good. But you still want this game, definitely. And you want to buy as much as possible. 10-point Eagle lead with the football. 3 minutes to go in the contest. Shippers behind Hart out of the pistol. Motion across. They'll fake the pitch. Hart keeps it himself. He's going to cut it back to the right side. Going to dive his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Good effort by Zach Hart. Little.
Ball carried by Zach Hart.
The snap was a little off. There's nobody at the looked like Zach was looking to hand it off. Nobody's at the mesh point. Does what he can.
Goodland will use one of the timeouts there with 2:35 to go, and the 2nd down and 11 for Colby. And really, Colby, at this point, you're not even necessarily looking at scoring here. You just want to get another first down, and then you should be able to run this clock out. Goodland down to 1 timeout remaining. Yeah, I tell you, this has been a very long game here tonight. We're 2 hours and 45 minutes. This is not an overtime. And we still got 2:35 to go. You know, Goodland gets it back. That's going to take an eternity.
Right.
With the snaps. Eagles will head back to the line of scrimmage. I did not see a
Cox and Cordia final.
Oh, yeah. 28-12, Scott City won over Concordia, so that is final tonight. I said I hadn't seen it, but it pops up on my phone as we're looking at it. 2nd down and a long 10 for Colby. A little delay here up at the line of scrimmage. Not sure what the officials are wanting. Something changed. And the white hat will come over here and talk. I think he's wanting more time put on the clock. And they want 2:40 on the clock instead of 2:35. So they will add 5 seconds on there, and we're good to go. Here we go, second down and 10 yards to go for Colby. Out of the diamond formation again, double tight end set. Eagles will get the snap. This time it goes to Snap. Snap on the left side, loose. Snap down the sideline at the 20, at the 10, the 5, and in there. Snap takes it out of the end zone. No, they're going to say that. They're going to mark him at the 1. How can you mark him at the 1?
I don't know how you make that call.
I don't know how you can make the call from behind. Exactly.
Oh, well, we'll punch them.
That's, I mean, we're just going to take more time off this way, but...
That's good for an Eagle.
There's no way you can call him. Say you didn't get in from there when you're trailing that. Two minutes and 30 seconds to go in this one. Oh, man. Eagles will hand it off on the left side here, and shoulder lowered, and Snap gets into the end zone. Deservedly, he gets the touchdown off the count.
Give it to him again.
You better hand it off to him after that one, because he probably got in on the time before. 2:26 to go in the fourth quarter, and Colby in the end zone again. A 1-yard touchdown run by Calvin Snap. And the Eagles will get set for the 2-point conversion attempt. The Eagles will get set here. Hart out of the pistol, motion to the left side from Stapp. They'll take the handoff to Shippers. They'll throw it to Stapp coming across. He'll make the catch and get the 2-point conversion. So the score is 50-32.
Making sure Zach's not getting rusty back there, not throwing the ball.
That's right. So, I don't know. I like to save that play. That was a pretty good one.
Yeah, we haven't ran that one in a while.
Yeah. Wow, 82 points put on the board tonight. Another 65-yard drive for Colby on that one. And the Eagles will get set to kick it away one more time to Goodland tonight. Colby with 553 yards of offense in this contest tonight. That is just, what'd you say? 553 yards of offense tonight. Unofficially.
Unofficial, of course.
It's close. It's within a centimeter one way or the other.
Right.
But yeah, it's just an unbelievable offensive explosion this evening. But you look at, the opening drive goes 65 yards. It goes 77 in the second drive. Third drive of the ball game only goes 2 because of the penalties. Then you got a 65-yard drive, 62-yard drive, 75-yard drive, 66-yard drive, 64-yard drive, and then another 65-yard drive, and then another one in there for 12. So it's just been an unbelievable night. Squib kick bobbled around. Goodland finally is going to pick this one up. On the kickoff from Colby, just a little squibber up the middle, and Cowboys will return it out to the 31-yard line. Nice kick by Griffin.
Lucas Wood on the return.
And the Cowboy offense will come back out onto the field again with 2:20 to go. 12 touchdowns in this ball game between the two teams tonight.
It's going to take a half hour to score tonight in the postgame.
Yeah, the highlights. That's if I just run them together. 2 receivers to each side for the Cowboys. Archer will be out in the shotgun. Tell you what, this senior quarterback for the Cowboys will be missed for sure. I think 3 or maybe even 4-year starter for him. He's in trouble here. Gets away from the sack, though, throws it down the field, and incomplete. Gets rid of it in time, but he's a pretty impressive athlete.
Good play by Calvin Stapp there on the outside, covering the deep out. Xavier Slavens forces Archer out of the pocket. Second reaction plays.
Well, this Goodland team will be way different. Next year, there are 17 seniors on this team, where they started the season with 17. So you look at it next year, I mean, the entire backfield, offensively and receivers, gone. It's going to be every new team next year. 2nd and 10 to go. Archer, the pass again, a little screen set up over the middle as we Colby bring on the pressure. He's unable to get it dumped off that time to Evan Peter, the intended receiver. 3rd down. Clock stops at 2:10. Cowboys still with 1 timeout remaining. But at this point, if Colby were to get the ball back, they would be able to kneel it away. Third down. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Archer gets the snap looking to the left side. Under pressure, gets away from the first set of defenders, throws it across his body down the field and heaves it away, incomplete, and it brings up 4th and 10. 2:02 to go. The Eagles were bringing the house on that one. And that's what they've done well. But I mean, Archer's we talked about he was a talented guy, but he has not had time to set his feet and throw the football tonight. What he has thrown has been on the run.
Yeah. And he's done a nice job creating plays outside the pocket.
So the Cowboys up here on a 4th and 10, and their season can end right here if they don't get the first down. Archer out of the shotgun, wants to throw, being pressured, gets away, rolling to his right, looking down the field, has a man. Raymer dropped the ball. In and out of his hands, he dropped it, and the Eagles take over on downs. And the Eagles will get the ball back. Colby up by 18, with a minute 54 to go. Again, the Cowboys can still stop it once with a timeout. And the Eagles would love to just get this one over with and get ready to take on a familiar foe in the Longhorns next week on the road. First and 10 to go. Ball will be on the 32 for Colby. Eagles will head to the line of scrimmage with a double wing set. I formation under center here for Hart. Dak will get the snap, hands it off left side. Stapp breaking some tackles to the left side. He's drugged down just shy of the 20-yard line.
Good job by Calvin Stapp, just going to the ground, not fighting for the extra yards. Chance to get shoved out of.
9-yard gain, 2nd down and 1. Tucker Branham on the carry. The 2-yard gain. Good for an Eagle.
Take a knee, coach. Take a knee, coach.
On behalf of the athletic staff and coaching staff at Colby High School, thank you for attending tonight's ball game.